Onye dị mma Chineke m, onye dị mma Eze, onye dị mma Ọkaka, onye nyere Jizọs Kraịst, onye dị mma Chineke m, onye dị mma, onye dị mma, onye nyere Jizọs Kraịst, onye dị mma Chineke m, onye dị mma Eze, onye dị mma Ọkaka, onye nyere m Jizọs Kraịst, onye dị mma Chineke m, onye dị mma Eze, onye dị mma Ọkaka, onye nyere m Jizọs Kraịst, onye dị mma Chineke m, onye dị mma Eze, onye dị mma Ọkaka, onye chịrị agbanwe agbanwe, onye dị mma Chineke m, onye dị mma Eze, onye dị mma Ọkaka, onye nyere m Jizọs Kraịst, onye dị mma. Ị mara mma Chukwu, ịdị ebube, ịdị oke ọnụ ahịa chi m. Jehova bụ Chineke onye ebere, Chukwu ribe otuto n'ịbụ ọkaka. Chukwu mara mma, ị mara mma, ịdị ebube, ịdị oke ọnụ ahịa chi m. Jehova bụ Chineke onye ebere, na-adịrịbe otuto n'ịbụ ọkaka. Eze mara mma, ị mara mma, ịdị ebube, ịdị oke ọnụ ahịa chi m. Jehova bụ Chineke onye ebere, Chukwu ribe otuto n'ịbụ ọkaka. Ị mara mma, ị mara mma, Chukwu ịdị ebube, ịdị oke ọnụ ahịa chi m. Jehova bụ Chineke onye ebere, Chukwu ribe otuto n'ịbụ ọkaka. Amama amasị amasị, amama amasị amasị, amama amasị amasị, Eze Jizọs onye mmeri. Amama amasị amasị, amama amasị amasị, amama amasị amasị, Eze Jizọs onye mmeri. Amama amasị amasị, amama amasị amasị, amama amasị amasị, Eze Jizọs onye mmeri. Amama amasị amasị, amama amasị amasị, Eze Jizọs onye mmeri. Eze m ịbụ onye mmeri, Eze m ịbụ onye mmeri, Eze n'onwe ya bụ onye mmeri. Eze Jizọs onye mmeri. Daddy m ịbụ onye mmeri, Daddy ịbụ onye mmeri n'agha. eze ọma m bụ onye mmeri, eze Jizọs onye mmeri, eze m ịbụ onye mmeri, eze m ịbụ onye mmeri, eze ndị eze bụ onye mmeri, eze Jizọs onye mmeri, ọ dịghị aha ka ya. Emmanuel, asị m ọ dịghị aha ka ya. Chineke m, Emmanuel, onye na-eme mma. Emmanuel, onye na-enye ndụ. Emmanuel, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị. Emmanuel, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị. Emmanuel, ife m ji anya isi bụ ọbara, ọbara ya ọbara, ife m ji anya isi n'ọbụ ọbara, ọbara Jizọs onye ọma, ife m ji anya isi n'ọbụ ọbara, ọbara ya ọbara, ife m ji anya isi n'ọbụ ọbara ya, ọbara eze Jizọs onye ọma, ife m ji anya isi bụ ọbara, ife m ji anya isi n'ọbụ ọbara, ife m ji anya isi n'ọbụ ọbara, ọbara Jizọs onye ọma, ife na-edu m bụ ọbara, ife na-eche m bụ ọbara, ife na-edu m n'ọbụ ọbara ya, ọbara Jizọs onye ọma, ife na-eche m bụ ọbara, ọbara kpọliri onye nwụrụ anwụ, ife na-edu m n'ọbụ ọbara ya, ọbara Jizọs onye ọma. Igbo bụ Igbo, Igbo bụ Igbo birikweni ya. Ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma, depending your time zone. Anyị ga-adị ka echi, maka na echi adịghị agwụ agwụ ka anyị na-agwa ya. Ọ bụ na isonyebụ, what are you waiting for? Click the like button, subscribe, comment, share. Ife anyị na-ekwu na nke ikpeazụ oyi elu oyi. If you are just coming across our channel for the very first time, you are welcome. This is Kelenna TV. We are live and we are direct, bringing you the gospel of redemption like your doorstep. If I na-eme bụ common sense, the reason abụrụ na ịmara ife, ịmụ ife kara anyị mara ife kara anyị gaa school. Ọ maka ife ị na-echefu ka iji wee nọdụ. I just want to make common sense as always. A whole lot of people have commented, Amaka mere unu, Uchi nnọọ, Amaka merele, Chizoba nnọọ, Amaka merele, na olulu ya nne, Amaka merele, ube eji ata ọka nnọọ, Amaka merele, likewise nnọọ, Amaka merele, iwu nne nnọọ, Amaka merele, aka onye wetara nnọọ, Amaka merele. Link to our USB ID is out, but Kelenna TV, I don't have a smartphone of any type. I just need one because I want to apply. Nke a iji ede kọmentị a, ọkwa smartphone ka ọ na-abụrụ smartphone. Nke a iji ede kọmentị a bụ smartphone. Amara ya maka ọ dị ibi, my brother. But it is well. I can now rie nne. Amaka Mele, Frank, no, Amaka Mele. My brother, it is well. It is well. And it is, who no go, no go, no. It's not easy, but it is well. Yes, I ain't gonna move. Odeka, the new HOD. Odeka, the new HOD. What if Okuru? So let's listen to what he said from 191 Acharugo. Acharugo's Law Emergency Broadcast from HOD. If you have ears, you better hear how to avoid, and I know. This is from Acharugo. Let us listen.
Steadfast members of the global IPOB family, friends of freedom, and every man and woman of conscience. I address you today with a heavy heart, but with a mind of steel and a message of absolute, unmovable clarity. The attention of the Directorate of States has been drawn to the latest clownish antics of one barrister, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, a man who, despite being formally and irrevocable sacked by our Supreme Leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, continues to parade himself as the legal representative of the indigenous people of Biafra. He waves a worthless piece of paper, a so-called reinstatement letter from the expelled Chika Edoziem gang, a congregation of saboteurs who have no authority, no legitimacy, and no standing whatsoever in IPOB. Let me say this in plain language that even a child can understand. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, you were sacked by Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You remain sacked. No gang of disgraced renegades can resurrect you. You are dismissed, finished. It is final. Now, let us address a particular non-snating lie, a brazen falsehood that exposes the true character of this man. In his recent press release, Ifeanyi Ejiofor has the audacity, the shamelessness to claim that he voluntarily left the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2023. What a blatant, contemptible lie. Who in Biafra land does not know the truth? He was debriefed and sacked by our leader. He did not walk away. He was shown the door. He was pushed out because his services were no longer required. To now turn around and spin a fairy tale of voluntary departure is an insult to the intelligence of every Biafran. Let this be a warning to all who are listening. A lawyer who finds lying so easy, so effortless, so natural, is an extremely dangerous individual. A man who can stand before the public and manufacture a self-serving falsehood about his own dismissal. with a straight face is a man capable of anything. If he will lie about his sack, what else will he lie about? If...
All right. Wait, let me look for the link and where's the link here? Let me look for the link and post it. Okay, let this one play while I look for the link.
He will forcefully his own history. What document will he not fabricate? What trust can ever be placed in such a person? A lawyer is an officer of the court, sworn to truth and integrity. Yet here stands Ifeanyi Ejiofor, weaving deception as easily as he breathes. This is not just professional misconduct. This is a profound character bankruptcy. To be absolutely precise, so that no room remains for his propaganda machine to twist the facts, Ifeanyi Ejiofor was verbally and informally debriefed by our Supreme Leader in 2023. That was the first stage of his exit, a quiet, behind-the-scene removal necessitated by his accumulating failures. Today, that informal debriefing has been formalized today. He has been officially, procedurally, and permanently sacked. The sacking has moved from verbal to documented, from informal to constitutional. There is no ambiguity. There is no loopholes. There is no path back. The door is shut. The locks have been changed. He's out. Completely, totally, and irreversibly. It was Onyendu who engaged you on behalf of IPOB. It is the same Onyendu who has now disengaged you.
Here is the link. Try this link out for the ID. Here is the link. Try it out. Chimobi Norian Wakamele.
First, verbally in 2023, and now formally and official. That is the beginning and the end of the matter. Any claim to the contrary is a criminal impersonation built on a foundation of lies, and it will be met with full force of the law. People must learn to read, especially those who call themselves educated and hang certificates on their walls. The IPOB Code of Conduct is not a secret document buried in the archives. It is our supreme operational law. Section 2, subsection A is a critically clear. The power to appoint, power to suspend or dismiss any principal officer, including legal representative, resides exclusively with the Supreme Leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, unless he expressly and formally delegates that power. No committee of the expelled, no cartel of the bitter, no gathering of disgruntled opportunists can override this law. To attempt it is an act of constitutional treason against the IPOB structure. Let us be blunt. Some individuals are trying to inflict our Biafran struggle with terminal disease of Nigerian character, a culture of impunity, a fragrant disregard for rules, and the elevation of personal ego above collective discipline. We will not permit it, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Biafra will be built on granite pillars of discipline, order, and ironclad respect for our own laws. If you cannot read and obey the IPOB Code of Conduct, then you have no business, absolutely none, claiming any position in this movement beyond the lies, beyond impersonation, lies, a catastrophic record of professional failure. Ifeanyi Ejiofor's incompetence has already caused IPOB and our leader clearly, dearly, and mostly chaotic, unprofessional work. His monumental failure to file a simple preliminary objection to Abubakar Malami's perceived and patently illegal civil stay of execution is the direct reason our supreme leader languishes in illegal detention today. That single catastrophic, unforgivable error set off a chain reactions, a legal avalanche that snowballed into sham convictions and life sentence in Supreme Court, a sentence imposed without any written law in the books of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is not a personal quarrel. This is professional indictment of historic proportions. A lawyer who claims expertise could not differentiate between the clear, distinct boundaries of civil and criminal procedure. Worse, he attempted to mix the two into a poisonous legal cocktail. It was this foundational blunder that emboldened Justice Testimony to deliver one of the most sacrilegious rulings in judicial history, using a civil stay of execution to overturn an equitable equivalent discharge by the same court of appeal. That abomination of a ruling is now under Fenn's coordinated legal assault at the Court of Appeal. And let me reveal this to the world. The Nigerian government is running scared. They have failed and continue to fail. To file any meaningful response, the international community is watching. The entire world is watching the Nigerian judicial squirm, wondering how they can defend what is legal indefensible. Ifeanyi Ejiofor and his tiny band of pretenders are playing with fire. They are taking a monumental risk I advise them to consult genuine, sober, and learned counsel outside their echo chamber before continuing their dangerous charade of phony. Ejiofor's continued criminal presentation of himself as IPOB lawyer, despite official disengagement by our leader, will be litigated to the fullest, most aggressive extent of the law. We will use even every lawful instrument, every jurisdictions, every court to drum one lesson into his head and into his heads of anyone tempted to follow him. The absolute necessity of professional discipline and unconditional surrender to legitimate authority. And let this serve as a final unequivocal warning to the general public within and beyond Biafran land. Any person, any institution, any entity that chooses to deal with Ifeanyi Ejiofor or the gang of expelled traders parading as IPOB leadership must know with absolute certainty that they are doing so at their own risk. You cannot claim ignorance. You have been warned. If you transact with a sacked lawyer and a band of expelled imposters, you are dealing with unauthorized persons and will bear the full consequences, legal, moral, and otherwise. We will not entertain any plea of, we did not know. Today, this message has gone out. The word has been put on notice. Deal with Ifeanyi Ejiofor and his co-travelers at your own peril. To the ignorant voices whispering that IPOB cannot sue or challenge him because of proscription, you are poorly informed and pathetically naive. IPOB is currently actively before the Supreme Court of Nigeria, challenging that same illegal proscription. No other country on the face of this earth regards IPOB as a terrorist organization. The African Union Commission on Human and People's Rights formally communicated to the late President Buhari, making it unequivocal that the AU does not and will not consider IPOB a terrorist group. The United Nations, the European Union, the United Kingdom, all have made their official position critical clear. IPOB is not a terrorist organization. We have nothing to fear. The law is our weapon, and we wield it fearlessly against any impostor. Nigerian lawyers like Ifeanyi Ejiofor should read their law books and relevant authority before offering misguided advice or parading stolen titles. The Biden incontestable documents in IPOB is our code of conduct. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody commands more authority in this organization than our Supreme Leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. His word is advisory. His word is final, supreme, and immediately executable. So let this message ring out across Biafra land and across the world, loud and unambiguous. IPOB, under the supreme leader of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the fourth administration, Directorate of State, will not be divided. We will not be distracted. We will not be diverted by compromised elements, expelled fraudsters, liars, or their shadowy.
Expelled fraudsters, liars, saboteurs. Afa niile adịkwa mma mana ọ bụ na anyị gabirikwa anyị chiga ịghọtago ọrụ ka e nyekwara gị because one day ndị ahụ kwara ọrụ si ntu akpọ gị afa how will you feel? How will you feel? Let's continue.
Sponsors. The era of impunity is dead and buried. The era lies over. A new era of iron, disciplined, ruthless truth has begun. I call on all genuine, faithful, and unwavering Biafrans to remain vigilant, remain disciplined, remain laser-focused, and united with an unbreakable chain around our supreme leader. The battle for Biafran total liberation continues with renowned intensity, and let no one doubt it. Victory is not just possible. Victory is mathematically certain. It is only a matter of time. Thank you. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama, the God of justice, bless Biafra, protect our supreme leader, and expose every liar and imposter in our land and in our midst. I remain your loyal and faithful servant, Mazi Chris Mwag.
Benchika, no. Onanugia from the new HOD. If I ain't a wobo, Fafa, Ochigazu, or Chekwa, that the day will come when he and what he catch you an order. So, in the Bible, it's going to a Bobby Alpha. I'm not more like I'm a man like her. That is that. Let us go to our brother. Happy Machar or Marcel. I forgot the updates. I want by gasoline.
Few days ago, where the president of Borno South Youth something came to Channels Television, and he started narrating the audios about the Ingoshe people who were kidnapped by Boko Haram. So many of them were kidnapped, and they still long in the captivity, like they were captives for over 2 months. Nobody was, advocating for their release, but someone like Mike Arnold was all over the place, shouting about the people of Ngoshe who were kidnapped by these terrorists. So as time goes on, we started hearing that the federal government of Nigeria are negotiating for the amount they are going to pay Boko Haram. And later we heard that the federal government of Nigeria paid them 5 billion naira. That was all we heard. And the evidence was not fully there that time. So someone like me cannot just come out to say federal government paid 5 billion without a concrete, evidence about that. So that is apart. So is that day before yesterday or yesterday? So this man, Mr. Ismaila Kangame, something like that. So he came to Channel Television to explain how the federal government paid 5 billion. But inside this 5 billion naira, the people in the federal government, again, the circle of the federal government, stole 3.1 billion and gave Boko Haram 1.9 billion to release these people. And we were told that the military rescued them.
Yes.
We were told that the military rescued these people. And the mediator, according to this man, is Senator Ali Ndume, senator representing one of the senatorial districts in Borno State, and he mentioned another media personnel. This is very important that you listen to so that you understand so many things about the insecurity in Nigeria. Take a listen. I'll be right back.
Let me quote and make it clear: ransoms was paid. Keep it aside. We know that. Yes, of course. Okay. Ransoms was paid in billions.
If I were a sunrise daily,
Around 5 billion was released. By who? Well, you want to call it the federal or state government, but ransoms were released. Now, those ransoms...
Was it by the federal government or by the state government?
You could put it as state government, federal government collaboration, because if there is a lot of outcry from the people, bring our people, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sorry to say, I'm not a political supporter or anything of anybody, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is innocent. In anything you see in security, state government are the ones orchestrating and making money out of this whole insecurity stuff. Now, when those monies was almost paid, as Senator Ali Dume, I quote and I quote again, as Senator Ali Dume, according to what they told me, and I have evidence to back that, they said there is a media person that calls himself a media person, a second mediator. He is them Senator Ali Dume and government person. They told us to communicate with him. It is only through him that monies will be paid. Monies will not be paid through anybody because he is their in-house mediator. Do you get what I'm saying? If terrorists are able to tell you that there is an in-house mediator for government, that monies will be paid only through him, what happens next? I told them, look, go ahead, do the mediations with him, release our people. That is all I want. They said it is fine. Normally, we don't cross who we started with, but we will do it since you decide you are fine with it. They went ahead, they made the mediations.
you feel the insecurity that can stop anytime soon. You are joking. If I have a multi-million dollars business, and the man was it because it is coming from your leaders. The question is the GM business. And if you watch the pattern, you will understand that the thing keep increasing. You know, as in a kidnap from mother 30, like mother 30. Kedi moto eji wee burufa. Ọ pụtara na enwere road blocks. Ọ bụ agbadi egbe wee kidnap mmadụ 30. How about the vigilantes na communities? You know na kidnap mmadụ 100. Makwa ya bụ itinye moto kidnap mmadụ 100. Ebee ka edebere mmadụ 100? Mmadụ 100. You know na kidnap mmadụ 200. So they increase it by day. So you nwere one day na no na kidnap wala mmadụ niile na one state here. I am telling you because they are increasing by day. You nwere no na kidnap wala one state. Na ọ bụ na akwụrụ ụgwọ na amara for that state. Yeah. So if you are thinking na insecurity ga-akwụsị, I don't think na ọ ga-akwụsị because ndị kwesịrị ịkwụsị ya bụ ndị ji azụ afịa.
They received ransoms. Now later, they complained to me that the ransom they received was 1.9 billion, whilst 5 billion was released. Okay. Where is the 3 billion 100 million specifically? Who was the mediator sent in? They said it was a Senator Ali Dume mediator. So where are the monies? I have been speaking about this for a long time. You don't see DSS bringing in, okay, let's bring in these people. Let's see, let's investigate, let's get facts together. You don't see NSA saying anything. At a specific point, I try reaching Nuhu Ribadu. In every aspect, he says my call, he does not pick. Because at a specific time when the conversation started, I got his number through the same Senator Ali Dume. But when mediations and all the process was on and set, money was about to be paid, the conversation just cut all of a sudden.
All right. What else do you want to hear? I know that a lot of people will be asking this guy, like, how do you call Boko Haram? How can Boko Haram get your number? How do they have access to your number to call you that the money they pay them is not complete? Anyway, from the beginning of the interview, he explained very well that he himself and Indume, Nuhu Rebadu, something like that, that they all were communicating when they were negotiating, trying to rescue these people. And he was even trying to play part in everything they are doing. Boko Haram told him, no, we already have government agents. Pay the money through them. The money must be paid through them. And after that, Boko Haram started calling that, hey, the money they paid is not complete. The money is supposed to be 5 billion, but they pay 1.9 billion. What happens to 3.1 billion? Like, these people are now stealing from Boko Haram. You see, this might be funny, it might be annoying, it might cause misreaction to different people depending on how you see what these people are doing. But I want to tell you one thing. Listen, you may like what is going on in Nigeria because you are getting money from it. Money is too much in Nigeria right now. They are sharing money. A lot of people are getting money. Traditional rulers, they use down to the grassroots. Money is everywhere in Nigeria. You may, because of that, continue to support the evil that is going on. No problem. Okay? No problem. You may be an APC youth chairman now. You may have Prado. They may buy you different kind of things. You will build your house. You will be okay, feeling that all is well. There is a problem ahead. You see, there is a problem that 80% of Nigeria, if I'm right with the statistics, they are not thinking, they are not feeling it, they are not even concentrating on it. You see, why they keep you busy? Because of I call it palliative, because that is not money for prosperity. Okay, they borrow money, give you good money, give you oil money, give you any kind of money they give you, you take, bribing people for the next election. Also, there is money, but let me tell you, they are causing what money cannot buy. You see what these people are nurturing, the terrorists, they are nurturing. Money can't buy your life. These people will come, they will kill you. Time will come, they will kill you. They will turn you to slave. There are so many things money can't buy. That is what these people are nurturing. I raised the alarm that Borno state government budgeted 12 billion naira. You know how much I'm calling for Boko Haram just for last year and last 2 years in their budgets. One was 7-point-something billion. Another one was, 4-point-something billion, something like that. So I was surprised. And you can go and verify what I'm checking. What I'm saying, I mean to say, go and verify it. They budgeted for Boko Haram's rehabilitation. And this is a state that appointed Boko Haram commander, Commissioner of Religious Affairs for the implementation of Sharia. You see, there is something that bound these politicians with Boko Haram. That is religion. It's not that money you are seeing. Because I understand, I understood what happened when Ademodu Sheriff appointed Boko Haram commander as a Commissioner of Religious Affairs for the implementation of Sharia. So during the SEC meeting, now State Executive Council, during the SEC meeting, every now and then, they are talking about projects, how to get money. So the Boko Haram commander got angry. He was angered by what they are. He said, these people are, whether na Kila Balawiri, like corrupt people. And he resigned because he said, what I want is Sharia. What I want is Sharia. So when people will come out to tell you that what Boko Haram want is not Sharia, that it is money, it's business. You see that Commissioner of Religious Affairs for the implementation of Sharia, if it is money he wants, he will have that money in abundance. That is not what they want. They want to kill you. They want to subject you under Sharia. They want to subject your generations under Sharia. They will overthrow your government. You will see it unless you understand what is going on to prepare for it. You understand? If they announce that there will be war tomorrow, the cripple will begin to move today. And that is why, Igbo people will say, like, if you tell the cripple that there will be war next tomorrow, they will start moving today. So a pre-announced war does not kill or consume the cripple or the disabled people, because it's something they announce, and you can't run, you can't fight. So you ought to start moving and move away from the environmental. Anyway, It's just a proverb for you to understand that what I'm telling you now, if it comes and you become victim, it is your fault. It is your fault. If it comes to pass and you become a victim, it is your fault. You see, sometimes Plateau people, they will be crying, oh, this terrorism is not what you experience. So gun is not what you experience. I told people my experience with all these criminals and all those things. But sometimes I will tell the Plateau people, this thing was pre-announced tens of years ago. They told you people this thing is going to come. So you ought to have prepared. You ought to have prepared. But
even now that you are saying it, how prepared are we? Nothing.
What do I know, Seth? Here we every day they are dying. This is what is coming. These people are getting money, they are getting funds, they are expanding. Forget about it. You see the military onslaught against the terrorists. This, for the past 2 months now, they are killing the terrorists. They are bombing. They are killing some of them, not even up to 10% they are killing. They are raining bombs in their camps like that. You know what? I'm sorry to tell you, it's a waste of time. No. As far as people in Aso Rock know what these terrorists are doing, as far as people who are still campaigning for Tinubu created Boko Haram, you are joking. You don't know what you are talking about. So you mean that man campaigning for Tinubu Nademodu Sheriff, who created Boko Haram, if he didn't see support for Boko Haram, that he will come and campaign for Tinubu? We must make things clear for people to understand that this thing is not sustainable. This country is not sustainable like this. So get your money, get whatever you have, part budgets, do whatever you want to do, take projects and siphon the money. Don't worry, do whatever you are doing. Karma is real. The problem is real. It is coming. So whether you like it or not, the reality is going to hit you. That is one thing about this life. You may play people, lie to people, play gamble, play games. But the truth is that the reality is going to hit you. The reality is going to hit you. And there is nothing like denial about the reality. So continue to play your games while the government continue to fund Boko Haram in billions. At the end, we'll know how far.
They have succeeded in buying houses abroad. So before that time, they will run away and abandon Nigerians to face empty-handed. Be careful. Now let's go to this.
Tuesday, July 28th afternoon is today, 2026. Good afternoon, everyone. I have lost the counting of people they call the hunters. I lost the count. We started the counting about 6 months ago, and the purpose is to understand whether the vigilante group are working more than the military and the police, the Air Force combined together. All right. If you add the number of terrorists killed by Air Force, the one they claim that they killed, okay? Forces in Nigeria outnumbered the number of terrorists. I want you to understand what I'm saying. If you join the Navy, the police, the Nigerian army, all of them, if you remove the Air Force, so the vigilante group has neutralized more terrorists than all of them in 6 months. But if you add the Air Force, because the Air Force numbers were coming like 40, 150, 200. So let's believe that the Air Force neutralized the terrorists they claim that they neutralized. But most of them, there is no evidence. Okay? But let's believe that the Air Force really killed the terrorists they said they killed. That is only where they use about hundreds. The whole armed forces use about hundreds to surpass the vigilante group. Now, you know why I started from this angle? It shows that if we actually want insecurity to end in Nigeria, And I know that it will be against people in the government who are sponsoring this insecurity. The only thing we have to do is let people carry the same sophisticated weapon that the terrorists are carrying. Insecurity will end within 24 hours in Nigeria. Insecurity will end within 24 hours. But they are not going to do it because this insecurity is another agenda beyond even business that you think. That is why people don't want to do or carry out things that will solve it. Okay, even though you said, oh, let everybody not carry sophisticated weapon, let vigilante alone carry sophisticated weapon. You will see that insecurity will still end within 48 hours in Nigeria. This is because, not that we have not seen, we have recorded up to 120 casualties from vigilante groups in almost 1 year. Vigilante people that terrorists killed. Yes, we are not saying that they have never killed any vigilante group, but the vigilante groups have neutralized in the past 6 months up to 1,300 terrorists. This is amazing. Now, yesterday, I first saw this news from Hausa Land magazine. Hausa Land magazine reports majority of things going on in Hausa Land, especially in the Northeast, how the hunters, Hausa hunters, and let me say Hausa vigilante group, but they call them Hausa hunters, going after all these Fulani militia called bandits, these terrorists. So these people have always been reporting it. So when they reported this yesterday, I wanted to get the fact. I wrote them through Messenger, but they did not reply. So after that, Punch newspaper, all those Nigerian newspapers started reporting what happened. That more than 42 Fulani terrorists, the people they call bandits, have been killed by the Yan Sakai in Bakori, Katsina State.
Help!
So these people called the Yan Sakai and like hunters, like volunteer groups to fight insecurity. And this is not the first time. It is important we encourage them. There are so many events of vigilante group killing terrorists. It's not necessary to report it, but there are some of them that could be reported, especially all these ones that everybody is coming to know, because the people who did that have already reported it to the public. So there is no need stopping it any longer, and they are not hiding this one. But there are so many vigilante group who actually hide such a thing because of the fear of reprisal attack or those things. But I think there is nothing to fear about. Okay, there is nothing to be scared of. Now, they said that this terrorist group, as usual, they operate in a safe haven. If they are coming to this community, they will even send message that we are coming here. If they are going to that mountain, they will tell them we are coming to that mountain. But this one, they did not send message that they are coming to fight these people. They did not send message that they are coming to, attack this Guga village. It's called Guga village in Bakori local government area. So they didn't send notice, but intelligent gathering caught it up. That these people are coming to invade. These people are coming to kill. These people are coming to, rape people, burn down houses. And they were coming not like 10 people just come, they kill 3 people, and that is all. These people were coming that once they invade this village, they'll be able to kill like 100 people, burn down houses. Like they wanted to do what is going to shake everywhere. Africa is supposed to be shaking now because these people, imagine.
If I na-akọkwara gị abụọ super story, if I na-akọrọ gị ya mere eme, so if you look not super story, no, it's just saying something. You know about something that happened and they continue happening. So are you prepared? Are you ready? Or if I'm na your village, and we're men that can actually stand their ground, and we're men that can ask them to stand, that we are with you. So now you get provide if you need to make sure because 2 things we had involved here. One set of people that will volunteer themselves. Then another set got ready to provide them with the necessary so you want people that is willing to stand their ground Then ndị nwere ife eji, ndị kwesịrị iweta ife eji eme mmụọ agba ọsọ. They will be like, nah, I don't want to get involved because of trouble okomoko. Maka omeru echi asị nọ ya. So ihe a bụ super story o. Don't see it as such. Ihe a bụ ihe mere eme ka ọ na-agwa gị ife a. How prepared are you?
Up to 100 terrorist storm. 100 terrorists, they will be able to kill up to 200 people because they have AK-47. They have bullets in their magazines. So they could kill up to 200 people. But guess what? They did not succeed. Why? Because this vigilante group, the hunters, they knew that this is about to happen and they ambushed them. They ambushed them. So the terrorist groups in Nigeria, I have said this time without number, these people are not special. They are cowards, but the people in government are the reason why these people are working as if they own the streets, or as if they own the communities, or as if they own Nigeria. See, if not because of the government, I'm saying it, I'm not saying allegedly, if not because of the government, people in government and so on and so forth, if not because of their sponsorship on these people, all these terrorists will never even laugh. Forget army, forget police. Like the people would have killed, finished them.
Ihe na agwa gị bụ eziokwu. Ọkwa ego ka ereliziri ife a. Ndị gara negotiate with terrorists si ebe a gbaragodi nza. So the people na-benefit na-abụ mgbe ọbụla ejidere ndị mmadụ akpọ fafa ga negotiate ya si ebe a gbata nza. Ọ bụ na fafa ife a ga-eme to stop those terrorists fana emeko business. They will not allow it to happen because they know that stopping the terrorists is equally stopping their business. So they want the business to continue. Ejide ndị mmadụ akpọ fa agbata nzama terrorist enweta ego. So iruzie na-agwazi ndị na-agbata nzama nna aka anyị chụwa ndị a, ha asị gị na ngarapụ ndị a na ndị a ụmụnne anyị. Na for the game now. Then the government onwe ha before ndị a ga-enye village notice. We are coming. The government ga-anụ ya. Both state government and federal government, local government, and they will go notice that they are coming. They are not going to like beef security to make sure that the people will be protected. They are not going to station their armor tanks like the village receive note na anyị na-abịa. Farmer mbuje tanks there. You gotta go. The only thing I get me go na the village. I go house to house. So when the G hunters never a pig gas there befa. Rapuzefa. Then and there basically be bufabia. Fair whatever befa je defend you with government in ma that the people are coming to buy the rest of the villagers. They are not coming to help them. Rapuzefa ehamabu just let the terrorists have free ride. Uruna government before anything over there, may find when the information. Now like this, we got the day.
Okay, just imagine if the military
Business.
are around. Do you think that this vigilante group will be able to kill these people?
But
They will not. If vigilante groups are there, the soldiers are there, the vigilante group dare not shoot without the order from the soldier.
exactly.
Soldiers or the police. If the police officers are there, the vigilante group will not first shoot without the order from the police.
And this police cannot even face the terrorists, knowing fully well that the terrorists have already informed the host community that we are coming. Nah, trouble, dear.
Which floor?
12. Intern?
Probably.
Who let the
That is why we always talk about sovereignty. We talk about territorial integrity. Most of my videos, you hear me talking about territorial integrity. I know what I'm talking about. Because when you don't have sovereignty on your territory, when you don't have territorial integrity, your ability to control your territory, your ability to do your things without interference from outsiders, there is nobody that will succeed or survive in your terrain. That was how I was also telling people about what was going on before in the Southeast. They said it is IPOB people. Is this enough? I said, no insecurity that can last in any territory for even 1 week. No insecurity that can last in any territory for 1 week. If the people in government are not the ones sponsoring them. No insecurity, because this is what I'm saying. A lot of you may not understand what I'm saying. Okay, you may not understand. See, for someone to carry gun, group of people, they started meeting. They have camps. They have cells. They started moving from north to south, east to west, everywhere. They ain't doing that on their own. They are not doing that on their own. They are people who are sponsoring them. That is it. They are people who are sponsoring them. That is it. So, if you understand so many things that is going on in Nigeria, you will also blame your politicians. Your politicians are so scared that they are ready to change their mind. They are ready to see people dying and do what they ask them to do just to retain power. I'm saying this because of Father Leah. That's Reverend Father that turned to politician of Benue State. Everything was moving fine. You know, we were following what he was doing. When he set up judicial panel of inquiry, we were following what he was doing. Everything he was doing, we were following him about the insecurity in Benue State. He was trying to follow from where Otom stopped. You know, there is no investigation Otom did not do. Otom even released so many documents, including the documents the Fulani group sent to him, that they want to conquer Nigeria and Islamize everywhere, that there is nothing he can do. And that time Buhari was the president. He reported it to Buhari. Nothing happened. Farania was trying to follow that step. He set up a judicial panel of inquiry. After 2 weeks, they indicted people in the Senate. They indicted people in the presidency. So Governor Aleya was able to summon courage to come to Channels Television. He went to AIT. He went to TVC News. All these things are on record. So he came there to say that, oh, people in the Senate are the one killing people in Benue State. That was what he said. That the judicial panel of inquiry has exposed politicians who are killing people in Benue State. I say, good step. Now, it is time to publish the judicial inquiry. The document was sent out, but they have not released it, but they have sent the documents out. And we are waiting for your official release of this document. Go and verify everything I'm telling you. The next thing we saw was murmuring from the political class. They were like, you know, they were just murmuring, this one with issue statement, this one in issue statement. Not official statement, but individually. Just like this one that Ibrahim Traore said that there is no Sharia law in Burkina Faso. You see how Shigumi and so many people are murmuring. They are just murmuring, but that was how people were murmuring. I don't know what they told Father Leah, that he's a one-time governor. He will not go back again. This man changed his mouth. This man changed his mouth. This man did not, this man did not like talk anything again. The next thing we started hearing from him is that, no, Benue people are the one killing themselves. Benue people are the one killing themselves. I say, see this man, oh. So what happened to the panel of inquiry, judicial panel of inquiry? What happened about what you tell the whole world in the national television, Channels Television #1, AIT #2, TVC #3? What happened? He just made a U-turn. When René Moore came to Benue State, he visited IDP camps where his people, Father Leah, who is a Reverend Father, a Christian, in his state, up to 600,000 Christians are in the IDP camp. Okay. It was American lawmaker that came to let people know that the number of people here are 600,000. And there is no Fulani man in the IDP camp in Benue State. And Father Leah is saying that it is Benue people that are killing Benue people. So, you see, they are now shedding what is going on. They are now shedding what is going on. If you go to Hausa Land Magazine, it's a page on Facebook, Hausa Land Magazine, okay? Hausa Land Space Magazine. Check, they reported about killing of more than 40 people, more than 40 bandits by Hausa people. If you check the comments, you will understand that people are now saying, what about Benue? What about Plateau? What about Plateau? What about Plateau? Like, they are trying to tell you that even though you people, Hausa people are killing people here, we are still going to kill your people in Plateau State. You understand? Now, in fact, There are so many things like that for you to understand that every race, every ethnicity, every school of thought, every nation in Nigeria, they deserve their territorial integrity. They deserve their sovereignty for them to be able to defend themselves. You know how much Nigeria spends on insecurity, on security every year. That money is more or less a waste. Yes, I'm saying this, I'm not missing words. Because that money for 20 years, I've not been able to secure fly. Their flies are not secured in Nigeria, talk less of human beings. Animals are not secured, talk less of human beings. So the best thing to do is to allow people to defend themselves. And that is the worst, that is the major problem, that you are not defending the people, then you are not allowing the people to defend themselves. You are not defending the people, you are not allowing the people to defend themselves. Where is the self-defense Fulabalo? So this is what is going on. So kudos to the Hausa hunters of vigilante group. Take your destinies into your hand. Nobody's coming to save you. And again, you saw the video that trended some days ago where this Hausa activist, who is advocating for the emancipation of Hausa people, saying they have been subjugated, they have been threatened, they have been sidelined, they have not been given political offices, religious offices, and they are the majority. They are the one producing governors. They are the one producing all these things. So he was lamenting. You saw the video, and he was saying, only Hausa people are in the IDP camp there. No Fulani people. Why? Because it was Fulani people that are fighting. You saw the video, right? I know that is a sign of emancipation. Before you can solve a problem around you, you must be able to understand what is actually going on. So if you don't understand what is going on, there is no how you can solve the problem. The first sign of knowing that you want to solve a problem is knowing the problem. And I will conclude this video by quoting Albert Einstein, a scientist who said that if you give me an hour to solve the problem on Earth, I will spend 59 minutes trying to define the problem, trying to know what the problem is, trying to figure out what the problem is. Then I will use just 1 minute to solve the problem. That is to say that knowing the problem is more important than solving the problem. So, do we actually understand the insecurity in Nigeria, or we just believe what we were told? Try to find out more.
Going on a vacation?
Right. Manugonka. You will first know the problem. Then Esau Gadrigis. Then after this one, we go to Master Prophet.
And sometimes I know of another place when he hired some consultants for us from the US who were doing surveys, who were doing quite a lot of professional work.
David Axelrod and all of those.
I don't know their names. I just know that they were Obama people, and they came and they transformed our campaign. And I knew that the money he paid them was in excess of 2 billion naira equivalent in dollars. And there's another.
Late evening of Tuesday, July 28, 2026 is today. Good evening, everyone. I've not seen time to talk about the video of Babachir Lawal, the interview he granted with this Niger gist. And a lot of people are not looking into the bullet points of that interview. There are some allegations made by the former secretary of the government of the Federation. That is the first part you just listened to in this video. All right. I personally believe that as an elderly man that Mr. Lawal is, he will not gain anything by telling lies. No, he don't have anything to gain from it. So I believe what he's saying is the truth, because I know this man right from time, okay? Because that period, things were, I know the role he played, how he was at the forefront of so many things that was going on. So I believe what he was saying. He was the secretary to the government of the Federation under Buhari, right? He said Tinubu gave US 2 billion. I tried to calculate the value of 2 billion naira 2014, 2015, and it's there about 10-point-something billion naira today. That is the value. So that is the money he gave it for you to understand. About 10 billion naira, not million. So let's look deeper into this. the Obama's people that came, you know, in my daughter video, I told you people what transpired in 2014.
Na-egekwa ntị o, ife akwụkwọ ndị Amerịka ị na-eche ka febe zọpụta gị. Ị na-aghọta? Your own government eseve nwụọ gị wee bụrụ ndị ọcha ga-abụ isevu gị. Ndị si na fa bụ your government fa agbanwe lekaleka ịzọpụta gị. Not that they don't know that you are being threatened abroad. Ọ bụ na mmadụ gwa gị okwu nwee ka ọ dị, you report to police. N'obodo Bongo, terrorist, bandit ga-ede akwụkwọ wetara community, we are coming, this is our demand. Imitie ya anya ma mbịa, ọ bụ na imitiri ya na ị ga-afụ anyị. I were dị akwụkwọ wegara ndị uwe ojii, wegara ya n'iwu ya ọbụla ị chọrọ iwega, you are on your own. Then ife abụzi ego a na-ekwu Bongo na it handlers nyere ndị America that we now reject that money to come to save you. Ngị nwa your government ga-esave fanara ego nwanne a na-eti gị mmadụ ọnụ feti gị mmadụ ọnụ ọrụ ife gbasara. It is all about interest. The earlier ị bidoro zọba onwe gị, the earlier ị ghọtara ife a, love your brother and your sister, mana na this ọgụ nọ ngịnị a ga-stand lụọ ya, better for you. Better for you. Kirikiri niile na-agba, if you like, you run to Israel, you run to America, ihe gbagharịsịa ya, you will still come back home and begin the love and solution to your problem. Ị gachi Israel, iru ebe a kpọrọ Israeli ndị ọgba mbọ batani ka ị gaa Bongo ka fanyere gị aka ka ịfụnụ. Ọ bụ na ndị Amerịka Ghanaian a na-ekwu na-enwere ndị ọgba mbọ nke ndị be anyị rụrụ ọgba mbọ Amerịka ọrụ, rụsịa ọrụ retaya. Kedu ife ha megoro? Kedu mbọ fa gbagoro? At least Amerịka fa ji Amerịka n'aka kwuchi na ekwuwe okwu nwere onwe a ma ọ bụrụ nnọọ na ọ dị ntu a some of you si apụta ya. Ọ fa nwa bụ ndị kwesịrị ịnọ n'iru asị ndị Igbo n'ụrụ Amerịka ọgụ. So fa nwere access, fa ga-agadanwu, fa ga-emenwu meeting, fa ga-eprezentinwu to onye isi ala ndị Amerịka ka ife ha megoro. Ọ bụ ife ha medere. So all this noise ife anyị na-eme, we are still just making noise. The noise dịkwa mma, mana anyị ga-emesịrịrị return home. Mana na ife a na anyị ga-achụfa, na ọ bụrụ fa ga-achụ anyị ga-achụba fa maka fa they are in our land already. Onye nyere ego is there. Ndị ọgba mbọ ndị esend from America ka ife ha mere, ka the result, ka the effect. Ndị esend ka ife ha menwuru, onwe ife ha menwuru. Aka na-egbu mmadụ na-aga, aka na-ekidnap ndị mmadụ na-aga, aka na-akwụ ransom na-aga, aka na-egbu Christians, people ka na-aba na IDP. Donald Trump ọbịara ndị ọzọ. So you must all go home, apologize to one another and begin. If a lawyer 200 years, if you like, run to this group run to this one run to the other one. Nobody is coming to save you. That is just the simple truth. Nobody is coming. What are you na-abịa ịzọpụta gị? Onye na-abịa ịzọpụta gị ọ bụ onye ga-enwe investment n'obodo Bongo? Okay, from how possible ọ dị? Na-ege ntị ka enu ego na-ekwu ebinyere ndị Amerịka. onye ga-enye ego n'ụwa agaghị anara gị the money. Oh, we don't need your money. Take it. Go back. Go and build your home. The idiot have already stolen the money. So he want to give that money away by all means. So all the ready to give it to anybody that is ready, willing to help. So the money has been mapped out for Ijaweso seed, Naka foreign powers. So their hands will be open to receive the money. Huh? Because Hama Egone the thing got motor of my farm in their economy. Farmer Egone how much the thing gave benefit in the farm. But I am
for you to understand about 10 billion naira, not million. So let's look deeper into this. The Obama's people that came, you know, in my other video, I told you people what transpired in 2014, 2015. When these people came from America, a president sent you into another country. You did not see the president of that country. You move to see Buhari, you see Sultan of Sokoto, you see Rotimi Amechi. Goodluck Jonathan knew that something is actually wrong. Something was wrong as at then. Now, that is not what I'm trying to make people to think in this video. I'm trying to make you understand that if Mr. Bola Tinubu, okay, who is now the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, if he could pay 2 billion, or let me say 10 point something billion with the value of today, that is not the only money he spent, according to this video you're about to watch from this Baba Channel one. If Tinubu could pay such amount of money to the US consultants who are representing Obama as of 2014, 2015, just for Buhari to defeat Jonathan. Now he is the president. Do you think there is anything Tinubu would not do because of 2027 election? Do you think that if they bring out someone, they say this is just what this man is going to do, you think there's anything that will prevent Tinubu? There is anything he can't do? If far back 2015, not because he is going for president, because his party, he is now the national leader. He was the leader of ACN before they met with CPC. Buhari is now leader of CPC, who is going for president. Automatically, Tinubu becomes their national leader. If he could do such thing, then do you think that this 2027, that thinking that Tinubu somehow something will happen by your own vote? I know, I want us to think reality. You know the reason why I'm saying this? I took time to talk with so many people since yesterday, you know, people in the political circle, especially people in the opposition NDC. What so many of them are saying is that Nigerians are hungry, Tinubu must be removed. And I was telling them that, first of all, I don't believe that political regime change is going to change Nigeria with this structure. I don't believe that. However, to remove Tinubu is not by Tinubu must go. To remove Tinubu from office, I'm not trying to demoralize people. You understand? I like to talk reality out of issues. I have not seen what someone is going to do that will remove Tinubu. Is it your vote? If it is your vote, I know that people would say, it's either you rig or you die. Okay? I don't know how it's going to be. No problem. Let's give it a try. Everybody should try it out. But you see, I used to tell people that 2023 seems to be the last chance people had. The last chance not because they did not rig the election, but the atmosphere was ready for a revolution. The atmosphere was ready that anything that happened, the evidence of the justification is there. Yeah, because everybody, we knew that the election was rigged. And that time, the person in question is not in office, so they had opportunity to stop all this, jihadists not to be killing us. But as far as I'm concerned, the APC administration brought them, and they are permitting them to do that. There was an opportunity for people to have stopped the jihadist activities that is going on in Nigeria, this killing and all those things. We had the opportunity, but the opportunity was sold. It was sold to should I say, cowardness or lack of knowing what is going to happen in the future. Now, the influence of America in Nigeria, if you like, underrate it. If you like, don't underrate it. And that is why someone like Tinubu is not underrating the influence of America in Nigeria. They know America can kill, they can save in Nigeria. They can put somebody in power, they can remove somebody in power. If you don't know what happened in Nigeria right from the day Trump made that statement that he's coming into Nigeria with guns blazing, if you know what had gone wrong since then, if you know the kind of lobby, what is going on, the kind of money Nigeria is moving to Washington, this is not an allegation. I'm not alleging it, okay? If you know the kind of money Nigeria is moving into Washington, lobbying, all those things, you will close your mouth. What are they doing it for? Insecurity, to cover up that all is well, to do everything just to pretend. But you know what? If Tinubu comes back the second term, you know, people will cry. People will cry. People will cry because the man will be careless. Like, I don't care. People should go to hell. The man will be careless. See, someone who is seeking for election is telling you you must go through pain. He don't even care now, talk less of them. He's telling you that I'm a stubborn person. Who, if people are dying, you can't use it to disturb my political something. It is politicians that are sponsoring them. You don't even care whether you die or not. You see, what is coming ahead, it is somehow. But I'm telling you that Tinubu, who pays such amount of money to US in 2015, you should know what is going on by now. So what are you doing? Political regime change can't change Nigeria. I'm saying it now so that tomorrow you bear me witness. It is not going to change anything in Nigeria. It is all about structure. It is all about structure. That is why everybody who have agitated that Nigeria is not good like this, all of them requested for restructuring, both that time of Ojukwu, both Nnamdi Kanu, and the rest of them, including this Asari Dokubo now that has, been following, other way, right? Other than the Asari Dokubo, what made him popular before, okay? Everybody had time in the past demanded for restructuring. And what do they mean by restructuring? Restructuring we are demanding was like, this region or this state, this ethnicity, anything that belongs to you, secure your area, have your own police, have your own security, control your resources, something like that. That is the vision of the restructuring. But you could remember when Kassim Shettima said restructuring my food. So the restructuring, what it means to some persons from northern Nigeria is totally different thing. So they don't want such thing. They want for Abuja to be controlling everything. Why? Because they feel that the power belongs to them. Anyway, what Babachan Awa said is not something you should joke with.
After Buhari won the ticket, there was no issue of campaign funding. And Buhari is not a money person. Anytime, even in meetings, you discuss money, Buhari will be looking at the ceiling. Anytime they say leaders should contribute something, Buhari develops death, yes. Money is not his comfort zone at all. So we got to a stage we needed money. And Temi Presilva, my friend, and who I knew through Buhari, told me that we could raise the money because he's very well in good books, so many of the Nigeria's rich men. So we made an appointment to see one of the big-time rich people. And we went to him. He didn't want to be seen by us, because by then we were popular Buhari people.
Exactly.
So we entered a boat, his yacht, and we took off to the high seas, and we did the discussion.
On the high seas.
And he agreed to support. So when we came out of the boat, there was this policeman that saluted Temi Presilva in Ijaw language, and my friend became depressed. From that moment, he said, I want to go back to the hotel and dinner. So I couldn't even eat dinner. What happened to you? I think we had a good news we should celebrate. You know, he said, that sergeant is from Bayelsa. He's Goodluck's cousin. And anytime Goodluck wants to get something on you, that guy is the one they post you. So this our meeting would have reached the president here by now. And he did. Before we go to Lagos, they had called that man. He got in Abuja before us. Insulted him and threatened him and that. So, and you know, these rich men, they have a club, a cult-like club.
Yes.
They want each other. So from that day, nobody who is rich would pick our phone. So I became confused and I went to...
Sorry, Sir Twitter. So the Goodluck government threatened that Billionaire was meant to finance backed off.
Of course. Wow. He did not even back off. He jumped into the sea. And so couldn't get any man again. Wow. So I went to Bola. I said, Oga, see what happened. But you now, you are their friend. You deal with them, you are in the same circle. Can you help us in this matter? And he did. And through him, we were able to raise sufficient funds to do the campaign. Not only did he do that, Oshibanjo's portion of the campaign, he funded it. He hired a jet for all the trip, funded the trip because Oshibanjo's campaign was a little bit broken away from the main campaign because his own was as a pastor and the ethnic nationalities and Christians had some doubts about Buhari. So Oshibanjo was that side. It's not our own area. And he was just doing sort of semi-independent of the main campaign. And Bola was funding it. And then sometimes I know of another place when he hired some consultants for us from the US who were doing surveys, who were doing quite a lot of professional work.
David Axelrod and all of those.
I don't know their names. I just know that they were
Obama campaign people.
Obama people, and they came and they transformed our campaign. And I knew that the money he paid them was in excess of 2 billion naira equivalent in dollars. And there's another thing about the Bola. If there's a need for an expenditure, no matter how massive, he doesn't come to the campaign post. He spends from his own purse. All these things I told you, some people don't know this, but I was there and I knew this. And he did all these things left, right, and center. And then, for example, you notice how suddenly Buhari was wearing suit. Suddenly Buhari was wearing Yoruba. He didn't like, but all that Bola brought those people, we coerced him to and change the trajectory of the campaign.
If I go see when you hear na my turn, the man not just the talking. The man don't do the background work very well. He have invested heavily on Buhari. Lawyer Buhari. Even like one of his interview, also that only goes to work Buhari. So he have invested heavily. To say vote to be Rabu Mongolians, about protest to be an abu. Now, I'm going to bagari nese Bulgarian. I dare we touch each like that. However, on your win election, back on the loyal. Igana bamba. Or if I can divine need. And then divine aka for on your warrior. That could you wear easy on divine. Listening to Mazen Namdekano and follow him. Because on where any Igbo politician ba today, where are they? The former Obi Achichana, Neki Aboyana Bagarine Bulgarian, or the one lawyer, obedient. How about Obiano? Obiana Achichana about for own way. Oh, they will my boy and can no payable minister of works. Keriboy Rogers Okorocha, Ochichana about for own way. Kedimbo Hana Abana Center, Kedimba Hana Abana Center, Kedi sacrifice had the ready email na center to make sure na fa wetara our own nothing. That would end the breakthrough. So when you hear Jagaban telling you na my turn, you know, just carry the talker. The man don't work. The man don't spend. The man don't invest. The man enwegasiana agreement reached before Buhari arigoro. Na echichara ana na ihe a na-eweta ego abụ na onye arigoro na ntu ọbụla ọ fụrụ ya dị na my turn. Obi na-eje Chatham House na-asụ English na-ekwu otu GDP quote with their quote cha. The man went there, sought everywhere. Today, young one no there. America, Menega, Batakwa, Mokwa, Okano, 2027 Nabe. I can be a can sit Bulgarian. Above no telephone day or Dana, or I can have. America again got shit like that. You take it. Ordinary election is taken. Power is taken, not given. Who nation. Ordinary local government chairman over the Ghana barrier. Obi na-akwụgharị n'eche ọ dị obese. Even ma onye ọ ga-ekwesịrị isekpuru anyị osekpuru ya ka ọ wee dịkwa ka ọ bụrụ ntu a ga-esi enweta ọchịchị, you take it by force.
Through those his people, so that is through him. What is a human? And he's a decent guy. So I'm the only person who confront him with these facts. He will not say, I don't know. He will not say it's a rumor because I was there.
That is that. If I hear what he have, you know already, if I name, not that you don't know, it is happening. You are seeing it, you know. Then the question the question Anna June the Benue now, but you knew from onset Nandi Anabia. Oboro na Imaro, Imanafa Nabia. Manu Idro prepared. The same thing Anna June the Benue today. I got to here tomorrow. But we are saying it. Just like if an now, people playing Mazen Nandi Kano's program, telling you that they are coming. They are coming. They are already here. Yet we are not doing anything. They are coming. They are coming. They are here already. On where if I put in place tomorrow. I do Benue today. But they told you that they were coming. But you did not prepare. As you do tomorrow. Unless my video now. On where we come from abroad. Mazen Banjogu said it. Even Mazen Nambikano said it. Maniga Bambo Neruanya Monantogi Sigaba from abroad. Okay, we phenomenon. Magana Nazota before Zovote. Again, when there is something you have to offer, something you can only give what is yours. You can only give what you have. You cannot give what you do not have. What is yours? Give. So that is the stage. We can take what we have and give them to get what we want. Oh God. Ordinary election. And they go everywhere. Ordinary election. Bunike. Me for obodo chukwu goziri na ikalaba anyị everything sarambara. Ndị mmadụ mere ọkụpa ị ga-adịrị dị ịchụpụ onye mere ọkụpa ma jidezie ife ahụ onye ahụ ji ịnapụta ya onye ahụ ife a ijidezie ya wee na-agwazi mmadụ nna ife a ọ mmenwe. The only thing mere gị the owner of that mbụ na iji ya n'aka ọ ife a bụ ife mere gị the owner. Oh, come here, they are here. It is me that have it here. They will look at you, they will say, nah, this one, what are you saying? What makes you n'igoro moto now? If I'm a car owner, abụrụ na ịbagharị n'ime moto na-anya moto. Ife mere gị car owner bụ na achọpụta document, na-anya na document. Afọ afa gị, ma ọ bụ afa your wife, or afa your mother, or afa your father. Onye a ka ama as car owner. Ọ bụrụ gị nwa, you are just a driver. So you cannot carry a car bu afage as the owner. You want to go and sow seed, you want to go and give it to somebody to give you something. The person gama on hand document ya na nyamana na obra afage dia. Oh man, if I have trouble will come tomorrow. So obrugodi iri na ogenye gi ya, ogenye kwa prepare another document backing up the one he wetara sign or file or whatever. Man, oga di nwere very easy. Ni present iri the motor na ya oburu your name. One oburu motor debe ini di ego, onye ga ego. Mgbe ịgbagharịsịa ga-echigata. So we must possess our possession. Then use that we have and to get what we want. All the very difficult. Mana gaskia. Mana anyị felụkwa ya, ị ga-anọkwa ndị ọkwa ihe a na-agwa ndị Benue. But they told you that they are coming up. And you never prepared. Imagine n'obodo a na-agba gị na vigilante na ha arụọ n'ọrụ ọma more than ndị ọgba mgba na ihe niile obodo ji wee put together. Vigilante. And this vigilante abụkwa na ha na-enweta nkwado from state government, local government, federal government. No bụ ife ha na-eme n'onwe fa ndị ọgba nta. And they have done wonderfully well. More than ndị niile na put together. Ị ga-eji amara na ọgụ na anụ. Mana ndị be anyị ọ bụ na ejidebe ọgụ n'aka, imam believe na ọgụ na anụ. So the earlier we know this, better for us all. Now, let us go to Master Prophet. Yahweh Yeshua. On a program, Hammer, a combined program. Can we take another combined program before make you get it again? Because now I only want to focus on Master Prophet. Then when I'm done, I will turn to white painted hair woman. To again to this well connected. Can we get cover some part?
We are live.
Yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome all Biafrans that have joined us. Welcome family and friends, Biafran friends, everyone that have joined us. We welcome every one of you. This is a program that we have planned to host, and many of you must have seen the flyer and you'll be waiting. We are very sorry that we came a little bit late. Many people must have been waiting, thinking that maybe we're not going to host the program, but it's a promise that we made and we have to keep the promise. So when you look at the studio here, you can see Master Prophet. He's not somebody that you need to introduce. He's a very popular person in our midst in the issue of Biafra and in the Igbo issue, culture and all that. Now you know him very well. It's not somebody to be introduced. My brother 247 also is not somebody that you don't know. He's someone you have all known. So this program, before I will allow my brothers to give us a little bit of introductions, I want you to understand that this program we are hosting is a program that has to do with every one of us as Biafrans. It does not have anything to do with any group. It doesn't have to do with any in particular person. We are here as individuals with our own mindset, with independent mind. That is how we came. There is nothing wrong in you being in any group, in being any platform you are, being in any direction, in any angle you are. But Biafra is the only project that we have. Every one of us, the reason we gather, the reason we come everywhere we come is because of Biafra. There is no other reason we gather. The only reason why we gather is Biafra. And in this platform, as we are here as independent mind, with our own heart, to share our views on the issue of Biafra. That is why we're here. There is no other reason why we gather. The only reason why we gather in different places where we are is because of the issue of Biafra. And as we are here, every single one of us here, we know our roots and where we are coming from. IPOB is the foundation where we all started. That is, I can refer to it as an OB. You cannot run away from it. It doesn't matter the group where you want to belong, where you have been, where you hang yourself. There is an OB in Igbo language. You can sell your report an OB. So whichever title or group you belong, when it comes to the family, we are one family. That is what we are. That is why IPOB is that idea, one family. And so I don't want anybody to come here with a group mindset. You come with a group mindset where you will decide to, when we speak or when we say certain things, you begin to attach it to your group, attach it to, no. We are talking as Biafrans, independent minds as Biafrans. Every one of us that is watching, wherever you're watching from, you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already recovered the IPOB that every one of us know. In as much as we had a problem, so many things happened and so many problems came along. But this time around, it's have been recovered. And every one of us, we are reaching out to everyone. We are reaching out to our brothers and sisters, any angle you are, whichever angle you belong, whether you are an independent person or independent mind, we are one people. We are not here to begin to create any group or begin to create any section. Just like you see our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even though he is the supreme leader of IPOB, he is working with AVID. He is working with the Rising Sun. He's working with ambassadors of self-determination. He never told them to shut down. He never told them not to work, but he is working with every one of them. And every single one of them is loyal to him. Except you are not genuine in this struggle. If you are genuine and you are seeking for freedom in this Biafra issue, you must recognize our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And before we start today, before we do anything, we give him that recognition. Our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is, we acknowledge him. We acknowledge the work he has done. He laid a foundation. And the foundation that he has laid, upon that foundation, every one of us is building. And at the same time, I acknowledge the Prime Minister of Brigi, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. I personally worked under his media. My brother Ugutu 47 also worked under his media. He's somebody we respect. And he is not in competition with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has never, ever taken the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the supreme leader. At any point in time, he has never at any point in time. Instead, the only position he took for himself is disciple. Discipleship is the only position he took. In many cases where he was interviewed, he called himself a disciple. The issue of prime minister came about because of the government in exile. It is necessary that there must be somebody who is going to lead. And that was why he became a prime minister, voted by all of us. Those of us with him there, we voted him in as a prime minister. He has never one day challenged the authority of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has not. He has never challenged his authority. Even when some people try to misunderstand what he has said in the past and what he has said, he gave a reason for when he has decided to do something else. He gave a reason. Just like when they talk about the sit at home, that is the only thing people hold their hand. They say, oh, he disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sit at home. He gave a reason that his duty is to set free his own leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And even while he was giving that reason, he still referred to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as his leader. He has never, at any point in time, withdrawn from that. So I want to make that clear. And every one of us that is saying here, we believe in these people. These are the men who have worked so hard in the issue of Biafra. And there is no way you can write the history of Biafra without putting their name in the forward. Anybody that writes the history of Biafra without their name, you are not a true Biafran and you are making a mistake, or maybe a stranger. But any genuine Biafran that writes the history of Biafra must acknowledge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The service of Mazi Simon Ekpa. And this program we are hosting today, I was very happy when I saw the video that our brother, Master Prophet made. When I saw the video of Master Prophet, I was really pleased. I was really moved. That video he made. And before that time, I have seen so many videos he made, even when Mazi Simon Ekpa was around. when Master Samako was there, he has been able to make certain statements and certain words. And there was a time that Master Samako even told us, directed us to some videos he made. He said we should go and watch this video. There was something that was going on because, as I said, in this platform, we're not here to call names or begin to antagonize somebody. There was something that was going on at a point in time, and revelations were coming. When it comes to that aspect, Master Samako will say, we should not talk about it. If you want to see something about that issue, go to the platform of Master Prophet. You're going to see it. So when I saw the video that Master Prophet made, I wasn't surprised. I was not surprised because I knew that the reconciliation had even come, even before Master Samako was arrested. It is not something that just happened after the arrest. Every one of us have known our mistake. Most of us have made mistakes in one way or the other. We have offended each other in one way or the other. But at this point in time, once you realize your mistake and we correct ourselves and we move forward, that is the best thing for us to do. And as we have come today, we are here, just like you see in the topic, we say unification of Biafra. Every one of us as Biafra, whichever
Matthew,
you belong.
no,
The most important thing is that every one of us belong to a family. We all belong to the family. And for some people who will try to belittle the IPOB because of where you belong, nobody is telling you to fold where you belong or come and join or come and leave you, abandon your own and come here. Mazen Nandekano started that reconciliation when he created the 100 men. And the 100 men, he said, everybody should come in, bring in your own effort, bring in your own idea, including independent minds, they should come in. So when you see IPOB as a threat, like some people will see as a threat, to me, it's not a threat. It's a blessing to all of us. That is where we all started. So I believe that today, as we come here to talk about this issue, number one is recognizing our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, for who he is. But before we go deep into the program, I will allow Master Prophet, first of all, to speak to us in a few minutes and talk to Biafrans in a few minutes. I say he's not somebody that will introduce, but nevertheless, for normalcy's sake, just give us a word and introduce yourself, Master Prophet, and then we go forward to my brother.
If you go trust Umu Chineke, that is your business. Umu Chineke bụ Umu Chineke. Onye kachi no amaka mere all the IPOB gafa bidoro. Yanwa bidoro under IPOB as a member. Oh yes, Yanwa was a member.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Mwa bidoro follow Maazị Banjoko.
Ekele nne m unu ụmụnne m ndị Igbo ụmụ Chukwu ya dịkwara unu na mma n'ụbọchị nke taa ụbọchị 25th of July 2026. Onweghị ihe dịka ụmụnne gbakọ aka nyụọ mmamịrị. Ụmụ nwoke kara aka kajiri akaja ha gbakọ aka bupụtacha gaimana ha nyụọ mmamịrị. Mmamịrị ha ga-agba ụfụfụ gbolie elu. That is everywhere. Ọ ga-eme overflow. N'ụbọchị taa ọ dị very good. Oge mụ na ụmụnne m nwere conversation ka anyị bịakọtanụ ọnụ ka anyị kwụsị nọ mgbe okpuru anyị na-agba one another.
Mgbe mana nọ ihe nna amaka mere
anyị na-alụsị one another.
Biafra Chronicle.
Anyị kwụsị nọ ihe ndị a niile anyị na-eme. Together. I remember 7 years ago, onye ọbụla na-eti all hail Biafra. What is, I can't hear myself. Onanum.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, we can hear you. I know.
Okay. Don't know why I can't hear voice. Sorry. So
I know.
Yeah.
But in wiki will it to volume gay.
Okay. Sorry. So for 7 years now, onye ọbụla na-eti all hail Biafra. Anyị niile agbakọta ọnụ, onye ọbụla na-eme na-aṅụrị ya na ebe ọbụla ijere ndị mmadụ awụ Biafra. Imagine na nwa m nwoke na Germany here. Ọ dị so happy and proud ebe ọbụla ọ hụrụ onye Igbo ya jụọ onye ojii ya jụọ esi ya iwu onye Igbo.
No voice.
Ya hụrụ anaghị ha sị na ha wuo onye Igbo ya sị
check from your end. Check from your end. There is voice.
Lekwa ha mpa ya and this and that and this and that. Because of in here IPO, Marcia Biko, Mishonage. Mishonage. For the past 5 years, me a joke on them. Look on now, Ndesugi na train station. No front agria John has here, now Konibo, now Mponye. But because of yes, a lemon boy gitaga was all got pushing. Because now Yahoo Munne, Nayam we can say hello. So Bikono. Can you happen or going nalo? I need or brani chukuno yanime. I need no munne. Can you unite Tiano together again? Can you be a chiteno back? And when they buri bu so many great things in Alibo, Ijihon and Debo, when no way. Ekomo Jupuha, ma wazrike meneke hamene, ma imam mezu meneke hamene, ma uche mefon meneke hamene, ma chike doze meneke hamene, ma Simon meneke hamene, ma Nande Kano de mekwen kode muwa. I need no ofu one ofu obana. Can you be a chiteno? Can you unite Tiano? Can you push it in a more one manazo? Can you unite Tiano? Ubojita gave Bido the first rolling ball in this unity and unification. Obirimoton kuku today. Mono, ndewo.
Thank you so much, Master Prophet. I can say it in command now. My brother will go 247. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I hope I'm coming out very well.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you, my brother, Chief Survivor Mazi, and thank you, Master Prophet. This program I've waited for this day to come. I'm so happy I'm part of this program today. With all due respect, every Biafran, I want us to understand one thing. We are not looking for a Biafra where we are going to be a Biafra that will be consisting of group of people that are not or with differences. We are looking for a nation. We are looking for a country to call our own, not a group of people that will agree or disagree with each other. We are not going to keep fighting. As long as Bob Marley said, as long as you are a black man, as long as you are an African, you are my brother. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter the language you speak. It doesn't matter your tribe or the color. As long as you are Africa, you are my brother. I want us to understand one thing. I've seen people making some silly comments here. We don't have time for that. But I want you to ask yourself, when this Biafra comes, are you going to be fighting Ugo 247? Are you going to be fighting Master Prophet? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom is the pillar we're looking onto today, have not done what you are doing. Mazi Simon Ekpa, another pillar we are looking onto even now, is not doing and has not done what you are doing. Then ask yourself a question. This thing you are doing now, with the people you respect so much that, that you come to media, you go to everywhere to proclaim their name, that are perfect and powerful. We dare tell you or say to you, we're done with what you are doing today. We cannot keep fighting, or even if you disagree with me, you don't need to come out and fight me publicly. We have one mission, one purpose, one agenda to get our own country. It doesn't matter the angle you're coming from. I might not like the way you're doing it, but the truth is this. You are doing everything to restore Biafra. Before, so many people said, hey, Nnamdi Kanu is not doing it well. He's rude. He's not respectful. blah, blah, blah. Simon, they said, no, Nnamdi Kanu was better. At least he respect the same people. I want us to understand that now. Ndi Igbo wu emeta mma. Let us focus on what we come to do and not on people and not on personal.
Do well and touch the like button.
Personal gain or anything. You must not like me. Accept what I have come to tell you. Accept what I am saying if I'm telling you the truth. So as we move on today, I want everybody to listen with good mind and good ears of understanding and not looking at Ugo 247 face or looking at Master Prophet face. I want us to remember something. If you listen to the video that Master Prophet made that moved us into asking for this program, he said something that when he was fighting Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa did him a favor he never knew, he never expected, and a favor he could not say no to. I want you to understand, even in the midst of enmity, Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, gave him a favor to him. To show you that this is not all about quarreling and fighting. This is not all about my own way. Yeah, you said shut up to me yesterday. I must finish you. I must block you. No. So please, let us move with unification. As you can see, the title program, the title to the program. This is all about unification.
Yes.
We are going one place,
yes,
one home, one road, one mission, like I said before.
unification.
Thank you so much, Mazi.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful speech you just made. And once again, I appreciate Master Prophet, just like my brother Ugo said, what moved us was your program. You were the very first person that made such a program. And that program you made, you don't know how far that program went. You don't know how many hearts that program touched. And after you made that program, so many things changed. So many things changed. You see, sometimes people judge people differently. And I tell people that people can only know you by your work, by what you do. Sometimes you might be doing people will not understand what you are doing until when they look through and look closely. The position you are assuming, Master Prophet, the position you are assuming, when I look back, I used to watch your program for a very long time. Even when we were very far apart, I watched your program. There's one program you did. I could remember that program when you were asking a very sensitive question about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And it is when this SAC DOS now are doing what they are doing, I begin to realize, I say, was it a revelation that you saw then or what? That was the question you were asking. You were doing that program. Within that time when you interviewed Ijele or whatever, there was a day you did a program. You were asking Biafra, you said, is there anything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will do?
Now, this Ijele, they made mention now, remind me of something. Let me bring it. But at times, what if na name for the this thing he said about Ijele. Let me show you this write-up from Abaranze. This write-up is from Abaranze. Abaranze in Ayegafe. I don't want to go back. Nobo. Okay. Maze Banjoko or Biafran passed the vote of no confidence on the DOS. I should have made it back to then. Because when I go back to then, ọtụtụ ajụjụ ga-apụta. And ọtụtụ ajụjụ apụta. Ụfọdụ ndị be anyị ga-abịa lekaleka. Kọba ife nwe ka ọ dị na ntị. Now, look at this right up. It might come as a surprise to most of you that I heard about this DOX sacking first from Ijele's program 3 weeks before the sacking. How did he know? How did he know? Ekwuru m na achọghị m ịga back to mgbe a passed the vote of no confidence because I already know na-enwe gap. I already know na-enwe narrative a na-achọ ipuch. I already know the hatred towards Maazị Ekpa Njọkụ. I already know ife a master prophet na-akpọ iri mmadụ agbakọrọ otele. I know na o nwere ndị chọrọ ịdị na-eme Maazị Ekpa Njọkụ mere n'iru kọmputa n'azụ. I already know because ọ bụrụ na ọ bụrụ ya ọ na o nwere ndị na-eme ya the more you look the less you see. Ọ bụrụ na ọ bụrụ ya akara ime uphold that collective decision of our people, vote of no confidence. Mana the reason why eji wee jee me uphold is what I don't want to discuss. Mana look at this. The reason why eji wee wepụta ihe a na Agbaranze made this post. Then the question go, can you jealousy where mara 3 weeks before the memo apụta? How did he know? How did he know? This is from Agbaranze. It might come as a surprise to most of you that I heard about this DOX sacking first from Ijele's program 3 weeks before the sacking. How did he know? It's a question. This Biafra struggle. How deeper than you can imagine. How did he know? You and I know that Ijele is fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So how come he know 3 weeks before? I ain't never an 18. Not that. At times, I told you in 18. Some things you are fighting the social media is not same off camera. That is the truth. Some things you people fight the social media, even from comment section, behind the scene. God. Remember, and when some people that already know, because if you remember, Ogane used the word XDOS. But why are these people using this XDOS? Why not make it public? When case around this IPOB. IPOB. The thing is that I pity some people who is yet to understand how this IPOB, the way is around there. And when they got something a month before, man. The people you fight, you think they know nothing. They know something more than you. You're what they pay, man. Man, I don't get on social media, you can bash them. So this is from Agbaranze. Now there is another one I will show you before we continue. If I know it play, it show. If you can connect. On where case on IPOB organization. Adoya wetara if na media Look at this from Patrick Ikem Chronicle. From Patrick Ikem Chronicle. Let me see. Now, let's read this. I was on a reflection today, and I realized how we aided and abetted propaganda and blackmail. In one way or the other, we ignorantly helped the blackmailer until it got to our turn to be blackmailed. The evil seed that was sowed, we helped him to water it, and today we have become victims. Whatever goes around comes around. We must start taking responsibilities. I saw this thing. They must start taking responsibilities. Very, very important. Without taking responsibility, and I must commend Patrick Ikem, at least, if not for but talking about taking responsibility. Man enough to take responsibilities of their action. If I did man the gang up against Mazeb and Doku was very huge, very, very deep. Always some things you will hear. You go gaga. That is the truth. You will be like, is this for real? Always some things you gotta no. Guys, you will be guys. So I like this part. To take about responsibility. I like this part very, very well. And the part that what goes around comes around when you deliberately undermine the truth. Just wait. The consequences is waiting. That is the truth. So this is from Patrick Ikem. Join it with nke Abalanzedere Banyere Ijele knowing that they have been sacked. And in Etieba, why not make it public instead of this rumor? Let's continue.
And the Biafrans will come back to him from him.
This thing is very, very important in Rotaria, because when you understand this thing, okay, it's very easy to flow with the Ifobana that is happening. Okay, it's very, very easy to flow. I have been shouting it. I cannot trust any Unwachineke person. Any man under oath, IPOB member. If I just hear Unwachineke, I will run first. Not because I want to have first-hand experience or I want to have experience. No. With Ifem Bakotaro, na Ifem Fuguro n'anya m na-abụ, is enough Nurana nwa Chineke ma na-agba. That is me. It's not that I hate. It's not hate. I'm just being careful. And I do made it public here every day. I am not a freedom fighter. I am not IPOB member. I am an independent broadcaster, a preacher of the gospel of redemption. I do not do exposition. What I do is that is obtainable on social media. Just connecting the dots, Sophia. Anyone in the secret, I am not there. That is just it. Oh yeah, well, there are times we really contact. Ma anakwazo. But I know very soon I will release contact. And it will be strictly for inward business. Or like these past 5 days or so. They're very, very down. So when anybody over there feel like reaching out, if you reach out to me, talk about freedom, or you want to expo, you want to give me expo, I will block you. Don't give me expo. I don't need it because I'm not into freedom fight. So if instead of giving me the expo, open YouTube channel, say it. Let me come and replay it from your channel. That is, in short, take the credit. I will give you the credit like this one that I'm playing now. The credit is to them. They were able to organize themselves. Take the exposition to anywhere. Don't bring any report to me. I have no contact of anybody in the government. And they do not have my contact. I just do my thing.
You are asking anybody that comes to that program, that you ask him, is there anything Mazen Nandekan you will hear and say, they say Mazen Nandekan do this, Mazen Nandekan do that, and now you will reject him. That was what you did in the program. You were asking everybody, is there anything you will hear that Mazen Nandekan did this, and because of that, you will run away from Mazen Nandekan? And when this is happening now, when I...
Man, if I pray for now, if you don't body be, or they call me for plan, or they call me for man. Is there anything you will hear and you will distance yourself from him? Or this is as if you can give a mirror and I chose how to cover it up. Like, oge m kwuru okwu nke m eze kwesịrị n'ọrịa nne oge m kwuru okwu banyere when they were sharing his video or picture with nwunye inside the room. I said it, that is my platform. Na igosigodi m ebe ọ gba ọtọ. I do not have problem with it. Afọ m reason for ebe a na-epu uchi ya tu wee mee my comment. Mana ịpụta without anything happening, asking me, is there anything I will see that will make me to run away? And you are asking me, you know something. You just want to know, just want to test me. And you get what I go see. I go run. Then you get the one when I go see as a human, that I cannot run. Mana mgbe ọbụla mmadụ pụtara na-agwa gị o nwere ife mere mmadụ ana-agwa gị o nwere ife ị ga-afụ banyere onye a ihe etie ya, that person is a suspect. That person knows something. That is the truth. The making how you want to twist it by the side, just fix the reality. And when nothing is happening, mana na-asị gị o nwere ife ị ga-eme o nwere ife ị ga-afụ banyere ọnya ihe etinye ọnya o nweghị ife onye ama o ji ajụ gị data ajụjụ. Now let's put it this way, some people gbagharịgide, or let me just put it this way, some people were deceived into traveling abroad. They want to travel, they want to live bongo, fere ife niile fa nwere rue n'obodo ebe fa bataro bụ abroad, where they want to travel to, fe n'anya fụ na fa ama mmiri ife dị ebe a. Ụfọdụ nọ ndọnịba, ụfọdụ returned home. So before mmadụ a na-abịa na-ajụ gị, an agent na-emere gị visa ewe na-ajụ gị, irue n'obodo a o nwere ife ị ga-afụ na dị obodo ha eti ya dị obodo, the agent already know na ị ga-afụ something. So ọ na-achọzi how to condition your mind ka ọ mara kene ụdị faith ị nwere. That is the truth.
I see the propaganda and the blackmail and the weight of the propaganda that is coming against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, my mind just went back to that very program you made. And when I saw the one you made about Mazi Simon Ekpa, after you did that program about Mazi Simon Ekpa, since then I have seen Achalugo also call for support of Mazi Simon Ekpa, call people to join the protest in Finland.
Problem ụmụ Chineke nwere, well, many of them, that is, more of them get in here. Many of them, masị na fadere chefa, ka masị na fadere agbakosi ọfụma. That is, obere ife is enough for ụmụ Chineke's people. Obere ife dịrị ife okay. Anaghị akọwara gị programs ha mere, which is beautiful. I played some of those programs here, not even some, almost all. Even the apology of Achalugo, I am even still campaigning for more. Mana always could move na afukwa. That move man at a lot go the very, very far ahead. The move now, I am now thinking ahead. Now, now, this is where it will result tomorrow. I am now thinking far. But the problem of some of them, they were comfortable. Nah, tomorrow now they will be disappointed. That is the thing. Let us start afresh. Listen.
People to support. I have seen the other lady also call people. I see so many people in IPOB, the IPOB media, they are speaking up and say, not just, they are speaking up, they say, Biafrans should come together and support. More especially on the issue of Mazi Simon Ekpa. And there's something you said when you were doing your program, when you talked about looking into the issues, the false accusations against Mazi Simon Ekpa, more especially the petition that this SAC DOS wrote against Mazi Simon Ekpa. You said it in your program, and you make mention, you said it, and you said it very, very clearly that even a deaf man can hear it. And when I heard that, it touched my heart. I watched that video not once, not twice. I watched it over and over again.
And I am still waiting for the one that his friend wrote. His friend and his in-law. His friend and his in-law made it public that he wrote twice. He said that he wrote twice against Mazi Banjoko. I am still waiting for that one. If I am able, we just want you to think. Because problem on there, many of them are there. They speak very good English. They are very educated. School. But I'm thinking far. na afia many of them are ya ka ji disappointed. Oh, I am sorry, this yo, that yo.
To be sure that what I had is what I saw there. And even before you made that program, I have already said it in my platform. I was saying it in my platform that if this unification will be complete, and if everyone will carry that along, that the IPOB need to take a bold step. And I'm using this opportunity to still ask you, I know you enjoy some influence in the new IPOB that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have restored. That day you made a promise that you're going to make a move to talk to the HOD, to look into those accusations and do the necessary things. I don't know how far you have gone. I see you want to use this opportunity because I know in this present day, in this movement, in the present day, the DOS that we know about the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have established, I believe you have an influence there. So we want you to do more. Make a move. Mazi Simon Ekpa is coming to court on the 5th of August. And we are having protests on the 4th. My joy is that many Biafran media warriors, including IPOB media warriors, they are calling for support. They are telling people to join that protest in support of Mazi Simon Ekpa. When I see them talk about it, I feel joy. And I know that this unity, forget about some people who are pursuing their own personal interests. There are some people that will never see something good out of anything. There are people that no matter what you do, they are focused on negativity. Don't worry yourself about the people who are focusing on negativity. Let us focus on the positive part. And we have more positive than the negative. That is the joy we have. So I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will help us to get to that direction. So, Master Prophet, just like I said, we will like you to try as much as possible to go more deep on that aspect and let the DOS, the new order, Christoph, let them make a move. More especially those petitions that were written against Mazi Simon. If possible, send a delegate. If possible, they should send a delegate within this period of time. I would like to hear from you, Master Prophet.
One thing you have to understand, Wana, before Mazi Simon Ekpa aga prison, mona ya adịla na mma, mona ya wụrụ na nwanne, mona ya wụrụ n'enyi. Onweghị in any way, as I speak right now, onweghị in any way m ga-eji amaya mma n'azụ. Ọ dịghị possible. Because mgbe ọ nọ outside, enyi na-eme my word.
Yes.
And ama mmadụ mma n'azụ. And otu ihe eji jidere na ịbịala anya n'ihe mere in the past, ị ga-ahụ na most of the things wo them say, na mmụọ shi, na ha shi, na wekara, na faka, na ha kwuru. That means
the same thing I will be now. Has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same thing I will be now. How can we show? Nankia na-ekwu na ama mbụkwa na ha sikwa na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu
na mmụọ shi, mgbe ije na si onye ahụ si na mmụọ shi, ye provided the evidence ọkanyo alefu. It's just like otu nwaanyị shipọ nkọ na o ji ose etinye na agbana ya akwụkwọ, ose etinye si ebubo ndị o eburu ngwa weta evidence na alefu onye ọkanyo ọna.
chetakwa ife ajụrụ ya kedu mbọ ọ na-agba na fama nnọọ nwere influence na this new DOS and na fam nụrụ n'okwuru n'ọnụ na ya na-agba mbọ to make sure that they undo ife the past DOS mere. Mbọ ọ na-agba to convince them, and they convinced his friend for 26 years and his in-law that admitted they had the two position. Oh, we at least can his in-law. Manakwane the response from his in-law. Mana time frame. Oh, we
that is Oga Bakari Waziana. So all the easy Ibo Made, but the most said in wetezi evidence na ihe ndị ikwuru ọ dịghị but obi dị m ụtọ na mụ na Simon Ekpa Maazị Simon Ekpa adịla na mma and enwe otu nwere ike iji enyere ya aka otu eji I will do so. But one of the things in the difficult enwebe a clear request ihe achọrọ otu a ga-eji enyere na Maazị Simon Ekpa aka.
Onwe clear request bidogodi o nwere ife ndị achọrọ achụ merụ si bidogodi ebe a onwe bụ onye si ụnụ bịa tụba ego loan idiri ego n'ọbụ na o nwere ife wetara eji wee chụọ ndị achọrọ and ndị afọ achọrọ nwere ife fa mere. Let them begin to correct those things ndị achọrọ achụ mere.
Like when a lot of people mana ha kwuru okwu ihe a na-anụ na social media na enwere letter edere enwe onye ma otu letter ahụ dị. You have to understand na IPOB enweghị one central server. Ihe mmiri central server ebe ga-awụ ịchọ document ga just click ya the number of that document original issued by this person and this enwe onye ọbụla nọ ebe ọ nọ ya ede nke ya
onye ọbụla nọ ebe ọ nọ dee nke ya. Anyị wee na-ajụ na o nwere nke Kanụnta dere o dere ya with letterhead IPOB ka ọ nọrọ onwe ya dee nke ya. Onye nọ ebe ọ nọ dee his own ọtụpụta. Onye nọ ebe ọ nọ issue his own press release ọtụpụta. Enwere any central command. Ife a na-agbaghị bụ onye nduzi, onye ndu SAC, onye ndu haya.
So onweghị otu anyị nwere ike iji nweta exactly document ihe DOS Chikedozie m ha dere with the coordinator nọ na Finland ihe ha mere ihe ha submit and this and that. Ihe niile anyị na-anụwụ naanị n'ọnụ.
Ọ bụghịla ọnụ o mere eme ụnọchi ịchọpụta ọ dị very easy. O nwere ndị gara nọ na court to testify against him. Ọ bụ IPOB nwere their family na Finland. Contact na anụfa. O nwere one of them bụ a pastor nwere church. Mana ihe dị na-abịa excuses a na-enye. Excuses a na-enye.
Like I say now, a lot of nwere ike iji, for example, mụ na Maazị Kanụnta discuss on this kind of thing a little bit. Ịghọtara? Mụ na ndị ọzọ discuss on mụ na a lawyer kwa nọ n'ụlọ discuss on send them a lot of information. But mụ na somebody dịkwa important achọghị m ịkpọ onye aha ọ nọ na Biafran land ọ nọ close to. So o nwere ike ikwu okwu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu anyị discuss on akwa but enweghị onye ma ele ihe ha dere. Ele ihe ọwụ. Ele otu eji enyere ya aka. Ele ihe ha chọrọ.
Kedu nke Kanụnta Kanu dere? Nke a Kanụnta Kanu mere admit na ya dere. Kedu ife ọ dere ife a? Kedu the content? Ọ pụtara na Kanụnta Kanu ọmakwa ife ọ dezi. Ọ ebe a ka mụ na ha na-enwe issue. Kanụnta Kanu ọ bụ ọma ife ọ dere. He should rewrite what he wrote. A na-eme olee ihe a chọrọ, olee ihe a chọrọ.
Ọ debe onwe onye ma ihe a chọrọ. Like o nwere ndị onye nyere m aka ma connect ya to Maazị Simon Ekpa. Ajụọna m a couple of times. O nwere ihe na-edere. Enwebe request emere si lekwa ihe anyị chọrọ. Lekwa ihe na-edere. Lekwa otu a ga-eji eme ka enyere Maazị Simon Ekpa aka. So ihe niile anyị na-ekwu ya on our own. Ya wụrụ like little help nwere ike inye. Aga m eji ohere a na-asị onye ọbụla nọ around, onye ọbụla nwere ike ije Finland ya jee sono na peaceful demonstration. Ị ga demonstrate ya for the release of Maazị Simon Ekpa. Ana m asịkwa aka ji Simon Ekpa ya hapụ ya. Ana m ekwu ya n'ikuku, na-ekwu ya na mmụọ, na-ekwu ya na na-asị ihe ọbụla mmụọ nọ na Finland ya nọ n'ụlọ anyị n'ụbọchị taa. Anyị si na aka ọbụla jieni ya hapụ ya ka ọ pụta. Ka Maazị Simon Ekpa ka na-eme mmiri m aṅụrụ mgbe akpịrị na-akpọ m nkụ, mgbe ọ na-ekwesịghị, mgbe m na-achọ imerụ ya ahụ, ya just on his own willingly ka ime mmiri m aṅụrụ. Mgbe Ikenga mebiri my YouTube page, Simon Ekpa my last friend kwesịrị ịwụ Simon Ekpa, because alụsịrị m ya ọgụ for over 2 or 3 years.
Okay, ihe
ọbụla Simon Ekpa chọrọ ihe edestroy m ya, ma ya na ndị ụmụanyị highway edestroy m ya, ebe ọbụla o tinye n'aka edestroy m ya, ihe ọbụla ọ chọrọ ime edestroy m ya. Even I wanted to go more further imerụ ya ahụ.
Okay,
but ekelere m Chineke otu o ji metụ ya n'obi ihe keme mmiri, metụkwanụ m n'obi na-eme ya accept, because obi nwanne, ihe m na-atọ m ụtọ na ndụ m obi nwanne.
Ụmụ Chineke can easily be deceived. Ụmụ Chineke do not ask critical questions. Ụmụ Chineke cannot help their leader to advance. That is the problem with many Ụmụ Chineke. Unless ka anyị na-aga ka anyị mara narị ma onwe ajụjụ ajụrụ, somebody mere admit na ya dere ife, at least ka ebidoke n'ebe a, and ọ bụ maka na onye a biliri dee ife a bụ ife nyere the DOS the power ide their own, because he said it that he has been asking them to do this thing. They refused, and he did it. After Covenant 1 and 2, then the DOS now see reason to do what they did against Mazi Banjoko. He empowered them. He taught them. He teach them how to write petition against their own. Then, ndị a nọrọ ebe a na-ajụ ya, mgbe ọ bụ na onye adịghị nso, at least ihe a bụgodi first thing first. Ọ ka nwere onye jụrụ ya ajụjụ a, but ka anyị na-ege ntị, I am not fighting with anybody. Inekwu anyị ga-afụ na I'm not that strong. Achọkwuo m iti mkpu because ụmụ Chineke ahụ etitere ya na mkpu. Many of them nwere nsogbu ya. Ọ bụrụ na ọ maka na ọ Maazị Banjoko, I don't know. But many of them, when it came ruo n'echiche na ịjụ ajụjụ, they do not. They always
Nkechi ime mmadụ ihe, chọọ imekwuru ihe mmadụ mere m hụrụ na onye ahụ anya mmiri gbaa ya, Chineke si Chineke ala efuone, onye ọkwa nwanne m, onye asịrị ana m ndo nso na onye ọkwa nwanne m. So ana m ewere opportunity a n'ụbọchị taa anyị na-asị ka anyị bịa Chineke, ka anyị ụmụnne. Simon Ekpa lụrụ ọgụ ka nwoke. Simon Ekpa dị ka nwatakịrị eji nna ya eji. Ọpara asị chere ka anyị mara na otu anyị, ka anyị jee na nzukọ, ka anyị kwuo okwu, ka a mara otu a ga-eji wete ndị okenye, wete ndị na nke ntakịrị asị gịnị onwe ihe na-echeche mere mma je lọtụwa ọgụ alọtụwa. So Simon Ekpa, without Simon Ekpa, DOS gara ime overthrow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 3 or 4 years earlier. Simon Ekpa was the only because Hanele see he make a move, then Elus God only one name program. Simon Ekpa is at the door waiting for you to make mistake. All that time Okana had Chiba Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and over now but I that time Simon Ekpa Simon Ekpa even I need Kana Ekona Gilibam with him. Ya wouldn't have Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that time. Yeah. Openly or two Mazi Cancer Gigi Johnny. I want to openly that time. Mazi Supreme Leader, Supreme Commander. Nnamdi Kanu. Ya want to put a real you back why you openly.
Farmer openly. because all of you we are managing one or two. Ka amara ma onwe ka e ga-esi na-manage ya. Ka amara ma onwere ntu e ga-esi na-emeta whatever the dog says goes. After Maazị Nnamdi Kanu or DOS, Chike Doziem nne ya anya, the DOS must be protected, the leadership. So ezi ntu a na-eme ka amara ma onwere ndị ga na-eweta nwariarịa.
Mụ na onwe m akara m join Simon Ekpa. Anyị niile kara ịkwụrụ gidigbam fight wazie ha. But and a na-ede immediately aka kpara na Simon Ekpa mgbe ahụ ka a matara na that is the time to strike, and they strike. But the thing that they forgot is that enwekwere ndị nọ underground na-eche ha eche mgbe ha ga strike that thing. So Simon Ekpa were a great man. Simon Ekpa were a great diplomat. Simon Ekpa mere ihe o filiri dị mma at that very time.
Yes.
And most of the thing eji na-ebo ya ebubo like Ebeko Dike. This guy na-ejitere them even when almost 30 voice recording ya na-eme ha. Oh, Simon Ekpa gburu ndị, Kanu ntagburu ndị, Simon Ekpa gburu ndị, Kanu ntagburu ndị. Nse Chileke mkpọ na-ese ịmakwa na Kanu ntawu the only friend m nwere na Germany all this while.
Okay.
Gị na-ejitere m ihe na Kanu ntamu na na-eri nri na-aṅụ ọgwụ every 2, 3, 4 weeks. Simon Maazị Kanu nta na-aga abịa n'ụlọ anyị. Onye mere onye ka ị na-agwa m nọ nga na-egbu ndị mmadụ. Later ka m bịara mata na oke nọ n'ụlọ goro eke nọ n'ama na ofuri ife ogiri nọ n'ime ngịga na enwere rat nọ n'ụlọ na-achị sabotage ụmụnne Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-esi ya eweta Simon Ekpa John ya eweta Kanu nta hukogbuo ha so that ka na-epenti onye black na-epenti onye black information that cannot be verified. Recently ka m matara na Ebeko Dike na Maazị Uchechi Cancer na-ekwu okwu regularly. Otu nke anyị mata ọkwa recently ka m matara na information niile ihe ha na-epushu Simon Ekpa ha niile nga ha Chike Doziem Maazị Uchechi Cancer ụmụnwaanyị ha na-epushu Simon Ekpa na-epushu mgbe Simon Ekpa masị na ndị echiri yuzu ihe na ndị yuzu ga-ye ya doburu si instead ya ga-esoro me ndị na-agba atachi ka ya jọsọ mee ka ya nọ n'onwe ya na-ekwu ihe no. Simon Ekpa fought like a great warrior, a great soldier, and the working one, I am blessed to know Simon Ekpa. And that's him here oblige ya happy and eke.
Go practical steps onote na-take to undo ife DOS achụrụ mere. Ka ọ bụ na ife ọjọọ DOS mere Maazị Ekpa Njọkụ na ọ dị mma mana nke fa mere Maazị Nnamdi Kanu adọrọ mma ya ka eji wee chụọ fa. Practical steps enwere new one. Kedu steps ha na-take to rewrite that thing? Your friend bụ Kanu Kanu kedu mgbe ọ na-rewrite the one he wrote? If I have a simple question I jụrụ ka anyị mara na ihe ga-abụkwa respond ndị ha na-eme program.
Happy and uncle, happy and old. I know I love Simon Ekpa. I love him today. I love him tomorrow. Okine mi mmiri mango Chileke goziere Simon Ekpa. Ka anyị Nnamdi Ezebiro o nwere ihe m gụtara na code of conduct. IPOB one organization nwere code of conduct.
Okay.
Enwere otu ihe niile na-eji eme leadership and positions. So ihe ọbụla anyị ga-eme anyị ga-elebakwa anya na ya mara na IPOB nwere code of conduct.
Okay.
Yes.
Ihe ọbụla anyị na-eme position ọbụla anyị na-achọ anyị na-eme ọma chịkwaratu otu onye ọwụmụ hiwere IPOB anọghị m ga-anọ hiwe Nnamdi Kanu hiwere ya.
Okay.
Ya na ndị otu ya create this code of conduct create ihe niile nwechaa leadership positions dị iche n'iche. So anyị ga-eleba marakwa na nwere ụmụaka code of conduct enwere positions dị iche iche. Enwekwa na new position anyị elekwa ma ọ machiri na ihe ndị nọ na code of conduct. But at the end of everything, Nnamdi Kanu hiwere IPOB, and IPOB wuke ndị Igbo niile, and anyị ga-eleba anya hụ otu ihe niile anyị ga-eji ụmụnna anyị ndị ji iwe maka ihi Maazị Kansa chụpụrụ ha. In fact, ọwụhụ Chikedoziemu chụpụrụ ndị mmadụ na IPOB, ọ Uchechi Kansa chụpụrụ ha from IPOB maka ọ chọrọ ime overthrow Nnamdi Kanu, ọ chọrọ iwepụ Nnamdi Kanu. So the only way oge iyuzu Chikedoziemu and Simon Ekpawu onye nọ nga ahụ nga a na-akpa ihe niile. Simon asị no, I can't be here. I am the disciple of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, and that's what the problem ha nwere with Simon Ekpa. Maka ọ sị na ya wụ disciple, ọ chọghị iso ha ka ha maa ya mma n'azụ, ọ chọghị iso ha ka ha sabotage anya ihe ha meziri wu na ihe niile. Ebe ọbụla oke nwụrụ na Biafran land, ebe ọbụla akpafuru garị nwaanyị Ishikpe, asị no Simon Ekpa na mmụọ shi. Onwekwe ke m hụ anụhụkwa m nga ahụ ama m propaganda na-emebishi aha Simon Ekpa, and now atọrọ na ihe na-ejikwa na-emebi aha Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. So ụmụnne, onye ọbụla ga-ebo mmadụ ebubo ya ebo nke ọ hụrụ n'anya, nke ọ nwere evidence ya. Ndewonu ka enwekwa ọdachịsị m ga-amonye ọnụ gbasara maybe ọwụ na nnụ nwere akwụkwọ enidiri wetana ya, and I hope that I can help push you to the right person ga-eme decision ka enwe ike nyere Maazị Simon Ekpa aka, because ọ na-ahụ m oku n'obi ka anyị nyere ya aka. Ndewo.
Thank you so much, Master Prophet. Is that enough? Is that enough, man? Well, the ways we put to that word, Kamara, actually what is needed.
Now, to survive
just like
Hey, well, let's continue. Also, that was of Kamara, what no need. Didn't get up to there before. So didn't hit or go need you.
The thing I said that get it goes where they who wrote it, how do they read it, what is written inside? That question is very deep and a very intelligent question. My brother will go to force him because to young.
All right. Ndewo. Master Prophet Ndewo Nkuku. Before I get ni when he kusire ban chọrọ ejiro to ga ajụjụ. Isi na gala Simon kwuru okwu. I nwere ike ịkọwatụ godi ofuma ka ụmụ Biafra anọ maka na o nwere ike ha anụghị ihe ikwuru, ọ bụrụ na ọsọ m nụrụ ka ọ nọ mistake ka ị mere, ọ bụrụ nke ndị oyibo na-akpọ slip of tongue. Maka na ide anya n'ihe ndị na-ede n'edemede ebe hụ na ọtụtụ ndị ihe juru ha n'obi ka wụ mmụnwa nke m mama m papa m grupu m. Achọrọ m ka onye ọbụla ghọta na oge agafeela, oge a na-eme onye aka anyị na ihe awụ ihe ndị mentality ndị be anyị, ihe were tinye anyị n'ime mkpụrụ obi ya ka o ji eme bịa today. Ọ bụrụ na ị naghị eji ụka nke onye a, ọ wụrụ na-ewu enemi ya pastọ ekwubere ya ma na ọgụnwa na-eme ya ihe ọjọọ niile na-eme. So ka anyị ghọta na ihe ụmụnne m, no matter otu akwa asịrị ru unyi, a ga-asụkwa akwa ka ọ dị ọcha. Master Prophet nọ ebe a gwa gị na ya nwa mere Simon ihe ọjọọ n'ụdị Simon prime minister ka na-ekwu n'ụdị na ya chọburu ka ya hụ ụzọ sef ya hụ enye ya mma na ya ga-eji hụpụ ya akpịrị. Mana Simon n'ihe ọjọọ niile ya na-eche, Simon emeghị ihe ọjọọ kama o were ihe ọma kwụọ ya ụgwọ. Ma mgbe ya jụziri onwe ya ajụjụ, jụgodi onwe gị ajụjụ nke gị. Jụgodi onwe gị ajụjụ nke gị. Ụtụtụ n'ime ụnụ n'ebe a emeghị onye mụnụ onye n'owu, mana onye wepụtara onwe onye, wepụta ihu ya, wepụta ndụ ya, ụnụ a na-akpọrọ ya jụọ onwe gị ajụjụ kedu ihe ịrụpụtagoro na Biafra ịpụtago ofu mbọsị kwụrụ zogodi ihu gị kọfa ihu gị pụtagodi were maikrofonu gwa ụmụ Biafra pụtanụ sọpọtụ Nnamdi Kanu pụtanụ sọpọtụ Simon Ekpa ọha pụta bịa sọpọtụ onye ahụ ị na-asị ka eje sọpọtụ ọtụtụ n'ime unu ihe nnọwa unu na-ehu ka ikuku ka Nnamdi Kanu oh my blessed Redeemer another Jesus another Savior Nnamdi Kanu ejemenga hey Simon Ekpa ewepụ gị sọ gị nwa mma nwụrụ gị Simon Ekpa
ihe a jụkwara Master Prophet ọzabeghị ya ndị arapụ ịdị na-ajụ Master Prophet ajụjụ na-akọrọ akụkọ ifo ike gwụrụ simple ajụjụ ka anyị lelee na-ege ntị
eje nga ị chọrọ onye nke ọzọ gawa a na-agwazi gị okwu Nnamdi Kanu isi na onye kwuru okwu Nnamdi Kanu wụsabụ ekwu okwu Simon Ekpa isi na onye kwuo okwu Simon Ekpa n'ọsabụ na ha agago na ha arụsigo achọrọ m ka onye ọbụla gee ntị mosili unu nwa ndị na-eme unu zuo ihu unu ezo ahụ unu apụta na soshal midia na-aghọgbusi ndị mmadụ na-eduhie ndị mmadụ ọpịpịa ga-adịrị unu ọpịpịa ga-adịrị ezinụlọ ọpịpịa ga-adịrị ezinụlọ ụmụ jenereshọn unu niile onye nwere ajụjụ ga-abịakwa jụọ maka na ihe niile Master Prophet kwuru ebe a tata nke o kwupụrụ ugbu a ga-eme ka ịmata ihe ọ ga-eme ka ịmata ihe ọ sị na ya nwa na-agba mbọ na ya na-agba mbọ ka a mara otu a ga-esi eme ka enweta ihe bụ ihe a ga-eme ka e wee nyere Simon aka gịnwa ke nke ị na-eme
ọkwa ndị na-eklem na ha ndị otu Simon
ị na-eklem na ịhụrụ Simon n'anya na Ugo 247 Chief Survival awụrụ sabo were jee Finland jee de petition achọrọ m eju gị kedu nke ị mere ijeghe Finland ideghe petition ị sọpọtụrụ Simon ị na-asọpọtụ mama gị ị na-asọpọtụ papa gị ị na-asọpọtụ ọnkụ gị nwerakwanụ na ihe anyị abịa sọpọtụ mmadụ ihe anyị na-asọpọtụ nwere onwe anyị ịmụrụ otu ị ga-esi eme nwere onwe anyị ka ọ pụta bịa mee nye ka ọ pụta ka o nwee ihu pụta bịa mee nye ọtụtụ n'ime unu niile n'ebe a na-eme ihe a niile a na-akọghere ihe a emeghe onye ma enye unu ụfọdụ n'ime unu abụrụ ndị Igbo nke ezigbo ya maka na ahụm otu nwa afọ Igbo ga-esi zuo ihu nye pụta na-asị m na ya chọrọ nwere onwe ọkwa ihe bidoro esemokwu Simon Ekpa oge Simon Ekpa na-agwa anyị dat na ndị awụ ndị sabo ndị underground DOS o mere onye gere ya ntị o mere onye kwere ege ntị chakam kama sị na Simon na-emebisi ihe Nnamdi Kanu o mebisiri ihe Nnamdi Kanu ihe niile everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu work for is what Simon Ekpa is trying to destroy. He's trying to destroy. He's destroying. The truth is that nobody conveyed or relayed the rightful information to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until this last minute. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been informed of what has been going on, this action or decision he took by expelling those Ekperimas, faceless Ekperimas and underground workers, he should have taken this decision since 2021 or first quarter of 2022. But when someone was saying it, all of you were, wow, he said, "Sam, the same way."
Don't forget that time we got a lawyer. Okay, lawyer there, Agwafa. Lawyer Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there, na there, where na gane. On the one I figure super story or no. I wrote my mama.
you neglected and ignored and insulted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu when he was telling you they are coming. They are coming. He told you that Buhari will die immediately 2 years after his service as your president because he have already died. That they will present a burial ceremony to you, but they are not burying anybody. But nobody will listen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is the same thing that is happening today. Your mind is filled with bitterness, with anger, with me, myself, my uncle. I must not agree with you for me to tell you the truth. Truth does not look at anybody's face. Truth, you don't have to recognize your brother or your father or your uncle or your family. Truth will be truth, whether you like it or not. We are calling for unification. Those of you that are out there making iberibe of yourself, it's time for you to know that your leader is your leader. The funder is the funder. The pusher is the pusher. I want to ask you a question. Ever since Simon Ekpa left, what have you achieved? Ever since Nnamdi Kanu left, who have informed you of anything? One good information. But this is a man that will sit down and tell you what has been planned ahead, years, months to come. You will make nothing of the information. Someone ever will come and fight for you. You said he is come to Bolege. God have a way of doing his own way things. He has just kept these people aside for a little while for you to understand your iberiberism. But it's just quite unfortunate that all of you are still doing the same thing you were doing before now. Repent. Repent. The woman's issues.
Thank you so much, my brother Gosu 47. You have said it all. It is so bad. That is the problem we're facing now because
yes, he has said it all.
People have lost their mind.
People
cannot have independent mind anymore. People cannot think independently to find an answer to issues. So many of our people today are occupied with group mindset. The group where they belong is much more important than the collective effort of the Biafran people. When they see you talk about unity of purpose, they will get angry. And I don't know what is making them angry. Unity of purpose does not really mean that we will have the same opinion. It doesn't mean that we'll be the same group. It doesn't mean that we must agree in everything. But there is one particular thing that connects every one of us. Any place you go and you see the flag of Biafra, you see the picture of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or Mazen Simon Ekpa, the target, the objective is self-determination for the Biafran people. Self-determination. So why is it that when you see somebody speaking about self-determination, you are busy insulting the person? You see, like Mazen Simon Ekpa. I remember that Mazen Simon Ekpa, one of the last orders he gave us, do not attack anybody that is speaking about Biafra. That is what Mazen Simon Ekpa told us. On video, not on private meetings. On a public program, Mazen Simon will say, don't attack anybody that is speaking for Biafra issue. Even if the person insults him, leave the person alone. He didn't send him. And the reason he made that because there were some people that were going haywire, insulting people unnecessarily. And he gave that order that you should not attack any. But still, up to today, you see people just simply because I am not speaking the way you want me to speak, because I'm not in the direction where you are. You forget our collective interest, which is self-determination that you and I is fighting for. Some of them today, because IPOB have been fully recovered, instead of you to be happy, you are angry. Why are you angry? You are scared. You are scared that once IPOB is recovered, you will now become irrelevant. You will not become relevant again. Instead of you being happy, you're supposed to be happy. IPOB is our foundation. If I are no BI, you can be in another group. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not give order and say, shut down every group. He never said so. That's why he's still working with Avid. Avid have their name and they're working with him directly. The Rising Sun is working with him. Ambassador of Self-Determination is working with him. And anytime Mazen Nnamdi Kanu send message, he will say other Biafran groups. He never remove anybody. He will say every Biafran group, we are all one people. And you confess Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but when he gives order, because he doesn't favor you, you get angry. Even while you're getting angry, you are still using his picture and his image to boost the nonsense you're doing. Why do we feel threatened for something that will benefit all of us? Why do you feel threatened? Why are we seeing ourselves as threats? This unification issue is something that has come to stay, whether you like it or not. The people that are ready to unite and those who are not ready to unite, the people who are confused are less than the people who knows what they are doing. So no matter what you do, the unity must come. So let's get to the last aspect because it is almost getting late and our Master Prophet joined us from another program and I don't think he has so many times here. Okay, go ahead, Master Prophet.
I want to hear our brother Kuru, who go 247 Kuru. You have to understand, when Simon Ekpa na-ekwu okwu ihe gbasara DOS, anyị ma na Simon nwere mgbe ọ na-eme attack Chikedozie ha na ha wụsabụ yọtara. Everybody, it was clear. It was clear. But the thing wanna apadra at that time, and one year my here alternative yaga. But all the clear Simon Ekpa na-ekwu ile anya some accusation of Simon Ekpa na-enye Chikedozie. He was on target.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Side nke ndị a adịghị atụ m egwu. Ife m na-eche bụ ka Maazị Ekpa Njọkụ the sound is back now. Ha nwee fight Maazị Ekpa Njọkụ adịghị atụ egwu. I know the panic that side. The only thing fa ga-emekwa bụ fa jekwa na be dibịa fa agbakwa lekaleka. Fa gbasịa lekaleka fa ezu ike. Mana mgbe a ka ọgụ a ga-enwe iru. Mgbe a ọ ga-abụ between those who know what they want. Mgbe a ka many things ga-eme expose. The sound is back now. Mgbe a ka a whole lot ga-apụta. Mgbe a ka ị ga-afụ na some excuses ị na-enye now. Ị ga-afụ reason not to be giving excuses again. So I wouldn't have that is normal. Definitely. The sound is back. The sound is back. The sound is back. So I wouldn't have definitely if I got Afugum narrative and they are a pooch. Afugum even they are naga. You gotta go. Mana ebe anike now. Ndeba ya mama na TV. What are you saying? What if newu? If I newu now, no nyere one night. Chukuma mana kopta. Raise area men and women who need to accompany this task. That all a very heavy task, but not the possible. Very heavy, not or impossible. Not the possible. Into you for us well in over the the suffering is joining over and don't know. If I need the nabo,
only but a voice. Only but a voice. But I cannot trust too much Chineke. Be it home, be it abroad. I cannot trust too much Chineke. But there is how God works. When the Chukwu by himself is genuine repentance. So they know what they are doing. This thing they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. Anybody are telling you that they don't know what they are doing? I know that they know what they are doing. Man, this is easy because it is no longer business as usual. It is not. A whole lot has happened.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Master Prophet. So the last section of it now, before we round up, is this one is going to be a kind of suggestion, advice to every Biafrans. On an issue of Biafra today. Our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekam is in detention. The Brigadier Prime Minister Mazen Simon Ekpa is in detention. We need the international community's attention. Biafra needs recognition. We want to be heard. We want to be known. We want to be heard.
Also that Biafra needs recognition. India use this word recognition. Because somebody like me now on a Fezimaro, he got out the recognition for need. He said that Biafra need recognition. They need to be heard. The world need to hear about them. I'm on Biko over no one then up Ajofa Onoro Fakuo this Biafra need recognition. Ono Ajofa Biko recognition na Biafra need Kedio Diobo. What kind of recognition? At least let them explain. Kayamara Are Ebefaku. When they woku recognition. Because somebody like me, I would like to know where they stand before I believe them. Recognition, and where are they standing? The word I got Chigi Biafra. I got Chigi. The word I got Chigi. See, you need recognition. They have recognized you. What next? Okay, it's already about news. So because more than no go across them has Biafra need recognition on a job. This recognition, how can teach this way? Can the word away
the best way, more especially one on the media, those of us who are getting the best way to pass this message, individually, collectively, getting the best way for we to deliver this message to the understand. Because this time around, it's not just us talking to ourselves. It is not just us talking. Now our message is to the world. Because then when an opportunity not get that we will not afford to miss.
You are talking to yourself. You are still talking to yourself. You are talking to yourself. Master Prophet and Agono come together. Come together, Kebidonisi. Or push for Biafra. Or come together, let us start afresh. So you are still talking to yourself.
The whole world is focusing on Nigeria because of this Christian genocide they're talking about.
Okay.
The focus of the whole world is on Nigeria. Can use this opportunity? How do we organize our messages? How do we organize our activities to use this opportunity so that we can align with the desires of the people and then can be able to push for our recognition and get our own services? Because if we work at
recognition also. So into a hand use carry this word recognition because Joannefa
Our interest, whatever the world, if the interest of the world is not affected, they won't mind you. Just like United States, they go United States and Donald Trump. If our interests do not align with their interests, at the end of the day, they might not do anything. So what are we going to, how are we going to position ourselves to make sure that our interests align with the interests of the West? Can you use this opportunity, Keta, to be able to push forward our issue instead of continue jumping around and attacking and blackmailing each other with propaganda without any facts? Master Prophet Biko, a kind of advice to Mandu na media, Mandu Biafra, so no ebo no yepi. The kind of things we are supposed to be doing at this point in time.
First of all, at this point in time, we need forgiveness, to forgive one another. Reconciliation means in the past. Or nigga forgive one another.
I need to put link straight up because I'm on a fast lane. There is something that I must attend to. There is something that I must attend to, and I think I have limited time. So please come in, make your comment. Manabiko, don't forget. Ajuru Master Prophet. To me, Osare. And then Chineke, they were comfortable with answers. Master Prophet in Yerofa. Another thing, when you hear them talk about recognition, please ask them. Recognition let us understand. Hakawara to Angaga school. Hakawara me by recognition. Here is the link. Come in, make it snappy. I'm on a fast lane. If Ozbo, I can't wait to the link. I put it because actually I'm going to get a link. But here is the link. Come in. I'm already on a fast lane. I may come back in some hours time. I was adding the question. The link is there. Come in, make your comments. I can't wait to know. I'm going to grab the mic.
Ndewo Maazị Kalemi.
Hello.
Ịnọ ha agbake nwogodo nwụbara.
Mbachi Akachukwu dị m.
Mbazi abụ mụ na gị na-ekwu ya mana ị ga-akpọkwere m n'okwu. Anọkwa m na drip mụ na na-ekwu. Na-ekwuchi ya na comment section na okwu banyere ndị be anyị. Ọ bụ ha na ịbịara for it genuinely. Maybe somebody, the societal conflict and they want to buy disenfranchisement in the buy because then when we bonga and the buy on the laka. All these things being the even have the asking as if we was sabon in casabo in casabo. I'm gonna wear bonga and the buy on the laka. Source of few of their leaders, even Kiye Saga today, source on your Watariam, Simon. Because again, when he got one gas and that money and they if you do a sa Aturatu, Obron Obona Hama Bugonde, if Rubiha, Upia Turatu, Obona Hatcher on the Bany. Happened today, Hancha, nor in a press conference. Say Simon, because they will state the reason how they made Simon attack. Obunesia no Mazi cancer deceiver or governors indeed but deceiver. Happened publicly declare that na Simon should forgive them. I tell you without looking back, if this congregation of Nnamdi Kanu ndị be anyị chọrọ nwere onwe will abandon that family and follow the US. I speak without ihe onye ọbụla ya ekwu. Ịla asị kere ihe mere ụmụ Chineke na aga trust. Ọga mụnwa gbakọ onye wetara. Lugo 247 ma Chuk survivors na ezuru ihu anyị. Ọkwa those fulu na asị m wepụ ihu m ka hapụ nwụrụ m na bongo. nsị a na-agwụ m na bụbu onye nkọbiri umeji ole amụla gị na-ekwu na m ga-etinye ibu onye m pụrụ ebubo.
My brother, rapụ datin ha na-akọ ọtụtụ ndị be anyị is broadcasting from homeland. We are our own problem. That is just the truth.
Ọ bụrụ na m nwere ego because m nwa ga-apụta sisi tụọrọ m ego ga zụta gadget. Ọ bụrụ na m nwere ego na ndị financially buoyant enough now ịbali ime ahịa go system everything, m ga-ekwu okwu nwere onwe more than them because I have a message m ga-preach ndị be anyị which n'oge na-adịghị anya m ga-preach ya. Ka m si ekwu okwu onye nyegoro m ego online bụ Christian 25,000 ọ sịrị na ọ nwere ya zụrụ data mgbe anyị na-ehila nke Chuk Survivor ayọghọ m ya ego olile ọ jụrụ sị m ọkwa homeland ka m na-esi abịa ekwu okwu n'ebe a si a ọkpọ Chuks si ya na ya chọrọ isi ejiri ego Chuks asị ya no that na ya jụ aka bụ Chuks called me personally sị m na-ekwe m interested nsi ọ bụkwa na enweghị ihe ọzọ ji the money na ya sendere m the money. He sent me the money pụtakwa online thank him. Apụtabeghị yọọ mmadụ ego ofu ndị Igbo anyị tipịa shop m mee m mbụrụ ogbenye ayọbeghị mmadụ apụtara na ebe akọ eri ịbịa soro gị file na ha nwere ha na-ekwu ọ kịta this their gathering of the vultures do m amagori mgbe Chuks ka m soro with my heart that is obi nwanne thinking that na ndị afụ bụ ndị ha na-ekwulu ọnụ bụ maka ihe a na-emegbu ndị be anyị. I never knew na ha ncha niile nwechara agenda ha la pursue. Today ka ha na-akpọ anyị criminal Ekperima mana ndị kpọrọ Simon Ekperima kunu na ya na ebe ahụ na na-eme exonerate. Onye chọkwa ọkụ isi laja ifuru ịchọrọ were isi maala aja Nnamdi Kanu ewere gị aka ya daala nwere onwe ọla achọ if this new US o mere point aga m ekwu echi dị ichi abịa nwanne si abịa o nweghị ihe o kwuru gbasara effort Simon Ekpa rather o deepu the likes of Master Prophet go push what this emotional blackmail narrative ha push. I know la Simon abụghị onye lanwaghị ihe ọ mara ebe o si abịa before batala nwe ọ pụta ọ ga-abụ onye ga-anọ n'ọdị saa ọsị chinyere ya n'akpa ọ ya agụ confirm ha na-ekwukwe m ọzọ taa all these fools these charlatans efuru ha ga-agba Simon mgba ihe a ji push here now maybe Simon pụta ha na-azanyere ha na efu ha bido fundraising and ebe ọbụla Simon si tụnye ego ndị be anyị ga-atụnye ego but Simon pụta na nyere ha si tụnye ego our people will ask question but Simon pụta na onwe ya our people will give him money to go and get freedom for them. So ha jisi ike mana ha kpọna anyị Ekperima because onweghị onye n'ime ha yọrọ ego. Ihe nji kwụsị ije na nke obi nwanne bụ na anyị kwugidere okwu onwe ishu maka ka o si biri na hamburger mụ na ya na-akpa privately osi ya laikere m na ya kudo onwe ya na ya ga na-esendiri m ego ka m na-emere ihe a na-eme ha na si esendịnara m ego o tinye m la group ndị ahịa ahụ adịghị m active la group ọkpọ m sị m ka eme na mmadụ ekwu nsa na m na-ege ihe unu na-ekwu but voice note na m ada reply ka m kwuo ya today ebe a ọ sị na ihe nji akpọ ya ka m ga-ete ka ya gwa m na ya mara obi onye ihe nji akpọ ya maka na ya nọ na Germany ka m ji akpọ ya mebi ha eti na-ewute m aga m eso gị asị onye si n'efuru Igbo n'anya ile asịsịkwa m na ihe nji akpọ gị na fon bụ na ị nọ na Germany ọ ka ị bịa nyere m aka ka m bịaba Germany. Mụ na Chuks ekwugo okwu adịkwa na mma ala akpa maka nnwere onwe o nwere program nụtatara ga-abụ ọmụma bụ onye direct Chuks iple oputa panel o were eme program because adị m abịa oke ndị nke asị gị mebe enweghị m ihe nji nkọcha mmadụ na onye azụ mere ka eme nke a enweghị ihe nji eme ihe nnediri bụ ihe bụ ikwuo ya onye afọ na-esogha anyị ekwukwu nwere onwe nwere ka o si kpagharịa na the street of YouTube ya afụchata ihe ị na-ekwu o burugodo ụzọ dọta onye ahụ ka oge ntị mgbe o geziri ntị ihe ahụ information ahụ ọ na-afụ ịla pass with the undertone of nnwere onwe onye ahụ amara ka ọ ga-esi re-examine bongo ọ bụghị ịpụta adadọra mma nọrọ si na onye a bụ terrorist onye a mere nke a mere nke a o nweghị onye isi kpakọrọ ọnụ ga-agafete gị ege gị igbugo ma okwu nwere onwe ị na-ekwu before that person letazụ mgbe onye ahụ adị ebelive na bongo ọ mgbe m na-afụ trajectory ndị a na-efolo ka m kwuru okwu na Nkechi Usoraba sị na unu continue ihe ahụ na-eme na the likes of me na achọrọ m ọdịmma ndị be anyị from Ebonyi State and I disenfranchise Anambra mere anyị ihe o nwere one guy kwuru ya I can't remember the handle of that person ebe ọ na-agbachite ndị Ebonyi mgbe anyị nọ under Enugu to Ebonyi Anambra gọọmenti then arụghọ ka m ofu mkpụrụ skuulu ya be anyị mana apụta today ha sị na ndị Ebonyi bụ ndị Hausa na ndị Ebonyi bụ ndị Fulani ndị Igbo unu akwafe anyị ta Enugu ejidekwa anyị na-ata asụ gbuo my grandfather ha apụta asị na na-ata asụ buru gị arụwakwa Enugu ruwekwa Enugu 1993 abịa ka eweta nye anyị still ha na-enwe god ịbịala abashi anyị so mbịa sowe okwu unu na Nigeria enweghị isi unu abịakwa unu were m debe na vicious circle na-agbagharị ekwuru m ya na Usoraba sị na nye unu time for next 10 years na nka aba Nigerian politics na nka dị ndị leader na ndị nke nọ na but m ga-adọta ihe ndị be anyị ịbịawa m igba egbusi because unu bụ fools today kwuru na-agwa anyị na USB enwezi isi mana unu natara ndị be anyị ego champion ya the likes of you guys is sustained for almost 6 months unu enweghị ihe unu bụ ndị eriri eri achukwu ga-akpụ unu nche ọkụ ịpụta ịkpọ m ekperima na nna eme ihe grup ole ka ị na-akpọ m bịa join akịta ka unu je nweta nwere onwe mee nye nnaka gị na ọ bụla ọgwụnwa machara afụ ncha pụrụ unu onwe gị ga-enwetara anyị nwere onwe mana ị ka na-achọkwa ndị ga-efolu unu ekwensu enweghị ihu ga-arachasị unu anya unu ma Nnamdi Kanu unu bụ ndị ori pụta na-asị ekwunokwu ga gịnị mee 15 years na anakọsa ndị be anyị ego na akpụ unu for accountability na akụ eribe oge unu gbara Maazị Simon Ekpa mkpa for 4 years site ejide ya taa master prophet na-ekwuru ka okwu na-ekwuru unu ha ma n'ihe Simon na-ekwu bụ eziokwu mana ha bịa that time na nwe ka ọ ga-esi dị today unu afụna unu na-efelu na bịa sikwesị anyị ka abịa soro unu je lụọ ọgụ again chukwu kpọọ unu nche ọkụ and unu ncha bụ mkpirima with you na unu na-aga nwụrụ nwa agaghị bịa and I know but ka anyị lewe anya ka anyị mara ma Simon aga-apụta let us know his stand as he stands for today for onye dị ka mụ enweghị m regard for ebe Nnamdi nọ again I'm not joining with ndị DOS ọ chụrụ achụ but for him sending all this idiot to lekwu ihe ha na-ekwu without making mention of the effort of PM ya dịwa ka anyị na-ejelu ubi ka ji na-akị ndewo
It's well daalụ akọnye wetere let's believe na ya nwa ama enwere idea of ihe na-aga yes Greg no Amaka Mele grab the mic. Can you hear me? Mazi Greg. I'm on a fast lane. I'm on a fast lane. Okay, Ike Jesus, grab the mic. Makamele, go to Wana.
Yeah, good afternoon, Kenenna.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, quick one. Let me start with the master prophet. Master prophet is a liar. Master prophet say that Nayala Samoneke Dozugo before Obalime and master prophet Nopanga Sinobra Samonekpa for good 3 years. Samonekpa started this agitation in 2021 and Simon Ekpa Abalime 2024. Good and fine. See, my brother Kelena, these people don't need Biafra. These people don't need Biafra. And all the Zimuka, India, most of whom know Obodo Yibo. I'm coming from Holland. All the Kono know Obodo Yibo. Sincerely speaking, all the Comrade North, to most of them Obodo Yibo, they don't have thinking faculty. They doesn't reason. And they mean to most of people know Obodo Yibo. I'm telling you nothing but the truth. If the Meta prophet is talking about Simon Ekpa, he said that he called Simon Ekpa and he speaks for Simon Ekpa and he's here dictating for IPOB to start afresh. Do you see that these people are criminal? These people are criminal. Bruna us no man Simon Ekpa no so Simon Ekpa. Before Simon Ekpa Banime, every day all the support of Simon Ekpa when Simon Ekpa was alive. I want Master Prophet to show us the video. All the support of Simon Ekpa when Simon Ekpa was outside. Video all the way back here up. The video all the way piece about Simon Ekpa when Simon Ekpa was outside. I don't know whether you have seen the video. Please, Kenena, can you answer me this question? Have you seen the video?
I forgot my moga. I can only guess. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna yoga. I can't forget the video.
Please, anybody that in the comment section to anybody that in the comment section to tell us, is there any video that the Master Prophet in there? All the Simon Ekpa outside, all the way back here, Simon Ekpa, all the back here, preach about Simon Ekpa. What Simon Ekpa is doing is right. If anybody have seen the video, let it tell in the comment section. That one has gone aside. They're criminals. Then I come to True Survivor. True Survivor, I went to the platform of True Survivor. All the Omaha, Putrasena, some Nande Kano, say Monday, sit at home, should vanish. Then the True Survivor put her back here up, we say that is good. Then I went to the platform of True Survivor. We are not True Survivor. It is a lie. And True Survivor will have back here up. After 2 days or 3 days, we discovered that all those things is a lie, is arranged work. True Survivor come upon here. True Survivor did not talk about that thing.
Everywhere there, they kill Jesus. Oh, my video, madam. Can't you tell you? Because he made a video. Also, Nayana Simon Adranamuma, number 1. Number 2, back over a Buamuma. They will because the heat of the declaration. Then we hear the declaration. Now, Biafra, they wait to 20 years because of a Barumi Bala pass. Now, he also gave me a Biafra Monday, Mazin Nam Desibiro, Nandi DSS Garapiboya Lanka. So, we're going to know here because some Mama Katalu go you Ankara. Sina Bumwe Fulesi. Nayana like Yaho Kaige Sira Hura La Bungo, Tetela Biafra. That's only video drop. That video Urugo 1 week today, Simon. So, we have a video mere. Manose na Yana Simon and Mezi Lao. Na your moment na libu Kiasonyere. Manankojo mere Dinian Yamaho. So that is the video, only video. Kelen na shokwa nje chọ the title dekwere ko je wote kpo also na ewu achi no to 20 years. That's anyị ba so today and agwa fools na mo ihe.
Thank you. Now, I want to put it to him that in you recognize that Samoneta abona Samoneta le ni yoma. You recognize that Samoneta abona Samoneta yeriaka. Definitely, it did not come with his genu, so that everybody in Samoneta yeriaka. So no, he did not recognize that what Samoneta is doing it is right. That now Samoneta is doing the right thing. So he recognized Samoneta by saying that because Samoneta have assisted him to solve to solve the issue or the problem when he was in a problem. That is the reason why he recognized Samoneta. So that in this movement, now I have to tell you that in this movement now is no longer to study in the way of the truth. The way I'm not studying the truth because you have helped me. Now I can't support to argue. That is just it. Then I go back to see survivor. True survivor, you are a liar. It's needed in the IPOB. Put IPOB you are talking about. Kenena, I want to put it to you that the 85% of people in the IPOB during the time of Nnamdi Kanu, or 90%, all of them are mad. Due to the oath had taken, because all of them are no longer their senses. %90 of them.
Thank you.
Kenena, I want to put it to you that these people that are deceiver, they don't have reason, they don't see future.
You are putting it to them.
These people do not need. Okay,
put it to them around them.
Yes, thank you. I am putting it to them. They don't need better. These people are throwing Samoneta. I am putting it to them that they don't need better. That need better. Samoneta said that whatever we are looking for, whatever we are fighting for government. That is what Samoneta said. And the only thing that we say Samoneta free is that document that we are generated on 29th of November 2024. And that is what Samoneta is pursuing. And by good grace, the 100 of November have get the document. This one that is survivor is saying that Master Prophet and Samoneta. They're not going to do anything because they don't have the power. The only person that has the power, the UNB government, by document that have recovered on 29th of November. My brother Kenena, I'm telling you, and this is the truth, and this is the fight. And that is why Samoneta is happy that declaration happened on 29th of November. If that declaration don't happen, my brother, Samoneta is finished.
Thank you. Okay,
I am looking to go 247. We go 27. I will not close this without not calling that stupid man. Call we go 247. We go 247. He said that he tried to bring himself. We go 247. He said he want to come together. Come together in what platform? Put together you are talking. You want to come together, you are accusing the Tongas that want to patronize Samoneta to Nigeria. You want to come together, you are accusing from there. And you have forgot what he has tweeted or what he has said, the prayer that he has said. Because it will be upon you people. And you people will not survive the cause. And so all of you have gathered to make sure that we will stand in the continue to agitating. Look at the two survivors saying that Kenya is the world. We have the government that is polluting documents in all over the world. Shame to you people in a Western country. You people don't have a brain of reason. Even on a village, even on a different land, it's have reason. Pass you people that live in a Western world. God punish all of you. Thank you, my brother Kenana.
Thank you. Okay, Jesus. Hello. Mazi Greg, go ahead.
Yeah, my brother Kelena. First and first, you're highly welcome. I was happy yesterday when I saw you. I think all yesterday evening. Come on, let me see again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I cannot snake. Yeah, when I go to say, Kusashi is a country only 12 years. I'm on Amarazo. So,
I'm on a mother.
yeah.
February be in your jaw, honey, in a while.
Obungunga had to call you. Yeah. Thank God for today again. Thank God for your coming back. Thank God for Mazinam Nekano and Simon and Joko. Thank God for Dr. Ngoza Areze and the cabinet and the Yafa, Ellie Sports. Thank God for all the media. Thank God for Ali Igbo and Allah Biafra. Yes, very quick one because I'm not. I wanted to ask Choose. I put it to him, I put my brother. Biafra what you recognize all the small mushroom groups. What you recognize there? Biafra what you recognize? Or you know something that Biafra they see on there without the banana have to find this platform. Which Biafra culture you recognize? I put it to him. Like this, my brother, because I will put it to Kelena. So I put it to Choose. And we go 247. Why did matured advanced men choose to deceive themselves? That is my question. Take Google 247 and the man say true survivor. None of them is below 50 years. How did they choose to deceive themselves? How can a man choose to deceive his or herself? Biafra recognition. But in way United States of Biafra on your platform, you don't preach about the Biafra you want to be recognized. And you're calling for unity. Nah, I don't know why men deceive themselves and they will be lying, thinking that people are not calculating. They think that people don't have brain or reason. So, my happiness is that I can give my United States of Biafra. When you're on a good year, Chineke diga Finland, lọtakwa Maazị Simon Ekpanjọkụ ga-apụta. So ka anyị mara Simon Ekpanjọkụ pụta, ma United States of Biafra ọ ga-apụta n'ọnụ Chiefs, pụta n'ọnụ Ugo 247. Ha chọrọ Biafra. Ọ chọrọ recognize Biafra. Mana Biafra now, United States of Biafra now, a mushroom group. Shame to 247. Shame to Choose Survivor. And when I don't have business with the Master Prophet, because me and I am not in the same seat before. We are not in the same any meeting in the first place. So I don't have anything with him. But these two people that we put our trust before, and they betrayed themselves, and they continue betraying, lying to Biafrans, deceiving Biafrans. They want the Biafra, but the United States of Biafra declared cannot come out in your program, cannot come out in your mouth, and they want the whole international world to recognize something that you have not recognized. Shame and double shame to them. Thank you. That is my only word. God bless you, Helen. I'm happy you're back.
Thank you, Mazi Greg. My brother, Pan Multitonism. Pan, I saw your comment from my inbox. Open mic. And I said no. This is my first time of seeing this name anywhere. And Amaroma Ibonyi Ibu. And Amaroma
He followed the program from Mbidis, and I am equally on a fast lane. Oh yeah, what when you were mega loud at the studio. It's not as if that a question of me mega loud. So you will get the knock. Just try understand me. No gena de ganya. If you come around, I will give you mic to speak. Ihe anyị chọrọ bụ ka ọ dị mma, ọ dịrị nwoke mma, ọ dịrị nwaanyị mma, ọ dịkwara na-anaba anyị mma. Because I come after your comment here. Your comment, I follow your comment in the comment section. And that from K-Button in the studio. So, unless I'm in a daisy with another name and they coming into the studio with another name. So don't misunderstand me. Oh, if I ain't your work with the Oyabona, come Mary Bobo. I born if Iruka Ebuti former, I born as I Ebuti former, I can't near keep a Bobona former. Amaka marry all of us of truth. Amaka marry all supporters of truth. Away from to the programs we got. One night work Jesus put it to them. Because he was putting it to me. Say, Mama Boo, this putting it to me. I put it to them. At least they are three. I remember how about this putting it to you. This is how the family if they make sense out of it. Join us as we continue. Please do well and touch the like button if you haven't done that. Subscribe to our channel. I am a content creator, political analyst, a preacher of the gospel of redemption. Stay blessed and bye for now.